Hey, what's going on out there, folks? This is Dr. DB, aka Dee Rotten, guitar player for One Missing, and host of the podcast From the Dungeon podcast. And in this episode, we speak on suicide because we lost our friend Eric Lukash, aka Axis, to suicide. And we want everybody out there to know that there is help out there if you're feeling, like life is coming down on you pretty hard and you need somebody to talk to. You can actually call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 1-800-273-8255. You're listening to From the Dungeon Podcast with Dee Rotten.
With all the noise. Your journey towards the dark side will be complete.
Yeah! From the Dungeon is back now. I'm your host, Dee Rotten, along with, let me stop it right here, bro. I'm actually going to be a guest today. I'm going to pass the baton off to my big dog to the right. You know the motherfucker, big powerhouse Zeus.
Yo, what up, what up? Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity, Mr. Dee Rotten. Actually, today it's time to find out where you come from, as opposed to you finding out what other people do. So today's podcast is dedicated to the memory of the band One Living from Jersey City, New Jersey, with Dee Rotten on guitar, but at one time a vocalist, and we'll let him tell us about that. And right here with us, the drummer, Matt. Please welcome him on. Say something, Matt.
Hey, how's it going?
AKA Foamy Squish.
Foamy Squish, they call
Foamy
me.
Squish. Well, you know what? That's a great starting point. Foamy Squish. Where did that come from?
I think where were we? We found that Walmart or something?
Yeah, you guys found some
ShopRite or
sticky
something.
shit
It was
or
like one of
something.
those little quarter machines, had these little just piece of garbage for sale for 25 or 50 cents. And this one bubble was Foamy Squish, it was called. It was like some nasty foam shit.
It looked like that fucking the ooze you get from like that He-Man toy.
Right, yeah, it was like slime but with
yeah.
styrofoam in it or something.
Yeah.
It was weird. But yeah, that's where that came from.
Some concoction that probably causes cancer.
Probably.
That's no longer available due to EPA statutes, right? We had something similar like that. And I have a couple of years in you guys. Whammo. You remember that?
Yeah.
The toy company used to put out this ridiculous, I don't even know what to call it. It was a little tiny tube. It looked like Blistex or something, but it was like aluminum. And it came with a little straw.
The bubbles.
The bubbles. Remember, it was like,
that shit was
and you used to
nasty.
blow that little sight.
Oh, I remember that had a fucking.
Yeah.
We used to chew on that shit.
Yes.
Dude.
But that's the thing. I used to tell people, man, you used to sit there as a kid and stop. First of all, you used to smell it.
Yeah, you would blow it and then sometimes inhale. And
Right,
then you get like
and
cancer
you
inside
used to get high. Like, what's happening to
It's
me?
chemical fucking.
Right,
shit.
and then
that was when shit
then
was
that little
real
bubble, you would blow that bubble, and it was like this little psychedelic looking type thing. It was orange, and all of a sudden, dude, you was tripped for a while. I mean, are you kidding me? Like what?
Little kids, yeah.
Unbelievable, bro. What the easy to do. But with all that set aside, Dave, Matt, take us back to the, I guess the meeting of the minds when this one missing came together.
Well, it actually, it came a little bit before Matt. Matt was actually the Trinity part of the group, but it actually started with basically fucking. I was hanging out at Ruptured's house downtown, and this guy named Goomba used to come around. Whatever, we all went to high school together and stuff like that, and we always just watch Ruptured, jam and drink beers and have a party. And he was like, yo, I think, me and you should have a band together, blah, 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 blah. And I used to look at him like, dude, you're a fucking, you're a jokester. I don't want to be around a jokester, man. I was like, no offense, but, no. But then after a while, he kind of, like, rubbed off on me, It's, like, not literally rubbed off on me. But, I got his
Grew on
jokes. Yeah, he grew on me. I got his jokes and shit, so I started hanging out with him, and then we started jamming and stuff, and we jamming with this other previous drummer named Nick. You know, we had a project. You know, well, I don't know. We called it Ground Zero, and we were doing that project for a hot minute, and then but Nick wasn't working out. And that's when Goomba mentioned about Matt. He's like, I went to school with this drummer guy named Matt. And then that's how we pulled Matt into the picture. And we asked him if he wanted to join the band.
All right. So Matt joins the band. Matt, what were you expecting?
I don't know. I had only been in one band.
Do you remember that far back?
Not really. I don't have a memory for that sort of stuff. I remember the first time I was at Chris's house was, I think Kiki took me to that party. There was one party in the basement.
Oh,
and it
that
was
was
a
a good
typical
one.
like Silent Scream type party.
It was a Silent Scream. I was in Bug Lover. Bug Lover played. It was Toke, Ruptured, and Kill the TV.
Right. Yeah.
Wow.
And it was just the first time I had ever really seen anything like that because I was, just met this group of people and went down into that basement just filled with people.
Hot as fuck, dude.
Yeah, it was hot as fuck. It was dark as fuck. It was probably all kinds of hazards and code violations and shit.
And a lot of cigarette smoke, right?
A lot of cigarette smoke.
There was only one way in, one way out.
Yeah, that's it. It was a beer bong that night that somebody ended up breaking or something.
Yep.
Unbelievable,
Yeah,
right?
good times. And I was like, oh, this is cool. And I don't remember when I started hanging out with you guys, but we just started hanging out. There was that old jazz, Nick's old jazz drum set in the basement. That we started jamming on.
What the fuck? The upset drum set. That's what we used to call it. The upset drum set.
Yeah.
Friggin' A, bro. But D, going back to you, D, you've been in, I can't even count how many bands.
No, I can't, dude. It wasn't that many.
Hey, you are. Did you like this one, that one, the other one?
Yeah.
You got like 10,000 names, but dude, how'd you get started with the whole music thing? I know you told me you was a singer. I guess we could take it from there, or you at least thought you was a singer.
Well, I mean, I fucking, my first ever concert was Nirvana, and after seeing that band, I was like, fuck, dude, I want to play guitar, and just dabbled, and then I was just like, you write your own solo shit in high school as you do, and I wrote the actual Bug Lover album in high school. And I went by the name Dr. Douchebag back then.
Yeah, Dr. Douchebag.
You know, it was a little fucking. I was an asshole, to say the least. But, that's how I started playing guitar.
All right.
And got the cool Dr. DB name.
Yeah, boy.
And that name always puzzled me because you're always so nice to me.
Oh, it's because you're nice, dude. I was an asshole. You were assholes.
Yo, take us back to the Dickinson days, bro. How'd you develop the Dr. Douchebag, friggin' Dee Rotten persona?
Well, I mean, I don't know, man. We in high school, we used to hang out with a bunch of people, whatever, by the statue, and we were proclaimed the statue people by people who, weren't a part of the outside clique, as we called it, the norm. And we would just, all just be hanging out and stuff. And everybody had weird nicknames and shit. And I used to get really fucking high and steal people's food. So I would get high and steal people's food. And then one day they just fucking was like, yo, where's my chips? Where's my chips? And they were like, yo, Dave's eating them. Oh, he's a fucking douchebag.
There you go.
Yeah, and so douchebag hit. And then I became a professional at it, so I became a doctor.
Yeah.
Dr. Douche from Dickinson High School.
Stealing food with medical precision.
Yeah, bro. Obviously I didn't go to Dickinson, but the times that I've been to Dickinson, I always lose myself on purpose in that school because there's always something cool in that place,
It was fucking awesome.
Yes.
Remember, I think I sent it to you, and you was commenting on it. That video I found on YouTube with that wall that those maintenance guys knocked down the wall. And they found the door, and it was actually like a fallout shelter that no one knew because they had put a wall and it still had the old military dry foods and all that stuff. Yeah, man, bugged out.
No, that's probably Dickinson.
Yeah, it was Dickinson, brother.
Fallout shelter, man. That was
No.
But you, Matt, from Jersey City too?
Yep.
Born and raised?
Born and raised.
Margaret Haig?
Uh,
The medical center?
no, well, I was born in Secaucus.
All right.
Supposedly the hospital's not there anymore, but I've lived, other than moving to California for 6 years not long ago.
All right.
Grew up here.
Are you
From
back
day
here?
one, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Dickinson High School alum also?
Yeah, I went to Dickinson for 1 year.
1 year.
Senior year.
A senior year.
Yeah.
All right. What'd you do before that?
Academic, back before
He was
it was
one of the
McNair Academic.
brainies.
Wait, were you academic?
I went to academic back when it was up in the Greenville area.
Yeah, yeah. I can see why you transferred to Dickinson.
It's closer, that's for sure.
Oh, look at this. Mr. Softy plays us a visit.
Yeah, speaking of Jersey City.
That bugged me out. I was like, yo, it's a little too cold to hear that, bro.
Remember, speaking of Jersey City and Mr. Softy,
Yeah,
Remember.
and Mrs. Odier found out was a murderer in Jersey City.
What?
Yeah.
No.
yeah, the Iceman. Remember the movie The
Mr.
Iceman?
Iceman.
Iceman. Kuklinski. That guy was a hitman for the
I
mob.
think it's on Netflix.
shit.
Yeah, it's all over the place. Anyway,
check that
he became really proficient at killing people, and he used to dump bodies all over Jersey City and Hoboken and abroad. So anyway, he met up with this ex-military cat that happened to be a Mr. Softy truck owner up in the Heights, and the dude was like super proficient at like making people disappear.
You know that was around the corner from where you lived.
Yeah.
Yeah, and had like
That was a big Mr. Softy block.
Yeah, so like the dude was a hitman, and now he has this ex-military guy that could supply him like with chemicals and bombs to wire up in people's cars.
I'm glad I always paid for his ice cream. Never tried to steal nothing.
Yeah, why don't you have a nice cyanide shake, huh? Ring out a shot to Chris Cyanide on that one.
There you go, Mr. Cyanide. Here you go. This one's for you, brother.
Wow. So, the actual missing persons band that I infamously know from Love Sexies.
Oh, I can't wait for that part to come in.
We'll talk about that briefly, but how did the final pin
The final
to the
piece of the puzzle.
the final linchpin in the band, how did that come? You said the story earlier.
You want to say? You want me to say?
Because you guys were operating as a three-piece, right?
Yeah.
Because Dave was singing and playing guitar.
Yeah, we were just jamming around.
All right.
I got some songs in it too.
Yeah. Yeah, we were just hanging around, jamming. We heard about Axis, just like I didn't hear about him as much as I heard about JP, because JP is everywhere. But I was hearing about Axis, and I was like, oh man, this guy sounds cool. We should check him out. Supposedly he sings or raps
I was
or something.
iffy about him. You know why?
Why?
Because a few years before that, I was at the Cure concert in Radio City Music Hall, and I was outside walking home with my ex-girlfriend, and we were walking past one of our friends named Jonathan, and he was walking with this creepy-looking fucking guy with vampire fangs and glowing fucking eyes, and I was like, and he didn't say nothing to me. Jonathan didn't say anything to me, and I looked, and I was like, we just locked eyes, and I was like, yo, he's about to fucking die, dude. This vampire's gonna drink his blood. They're real. I was like, what the fuck?
Wait, you locked eyes with Jonathan or with Axis?
No, with Jonathan, and
Oh, okay.
Axis looked at me, and I'm like, oh fuck, man, yo, Jonathan's gonna die.
Oh my god, that's nuts, dude. Because Axis did that to me once before I ever met him or even knew anything about him. I was at Dickinson, which is again a big building. Looks to me like a prison, but I was
It
walking
was
around.
actually a Naval Academy.
Oh,
Yes,
that
it
makes
was.
sense.
It's fucking news to me, bro.
Yeah.
Now you know.
Jersey City originators not even understanding where we're coming from. But I was on Dickinson. I was walking from the statue around that corner. And, I'm just I walk really fast. I had a book bag on full of shit, books and shit, and just walking quickly, trooping. And I looked down, and that little corner store, the deli with that big concrete post there's somebody standing against it. It looks like a vampire, all dressed in black, long black hair, sunglasses on, but his sunglasses are down a little bit. And from, I don't know, 300, 400 feet away, I'm seeing this dude, and I see these bright-ass blue eyes on this vampire-looking guy. And I'm just like transfixed. I keep walking. I'm like looking. I'm like, Jesus Christ, what is this? Is this like, what's happening? Am I about to die? And then, I met Axis, and he had short blonde hair. I didn't know, But then I realized eventually I was the same guy, and I'm like, oh shit. And he was like, yo, I remember seeing you. You were like walking like a soldier, like you had somewhere to go, like you got this big backpack. And yeah, he made an impression.
So, who actually reached out to Access to be the well, at least to? Wait, first of all, you guys met him. Obviously, we know that. But
we met him. We met him in different times.
Yeah, no. But I'm saying, was he in a prior band like you guys? This guy, he knew he was a front man, or what was his image?
No, he was a local rapper.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who suggested we call him? Jonathan?
I know we ended up with his number.
Yeah.
I think Jonathan gave us the number. And we were contemplating it, and then it was like 11 o'clock at night, and we looked at Matt and was like, nobody will ever get mad at this guy. You call him. And I think he called him, and Access was awake. And he answered the phone, and Matt talked to him, and, gave him the spiel. And he was like, well, meet me at McDonald's in Journal Square tomorrow in the afternoon, and we'll talk.
Mickey D's, bro, made it happen, bro.
Exactly.
The meeting place, a rendezvous. We're going to put together a band, but we must meet at Mickey D's first.
We'll get our number one missing.
Yeah, number one. Nowadays, it's quite expensive for a number one. So you guys, you remember like the first practice with this guy?
Not the first.
Well, when you guys collectively got together in one room.
I remember when we were jamming and stuff like that, and I was very anal about if you didn't do the song fucking right or you didn't know the lyrics, we weren't gonna do it. And he helped me change that in me. It was like, dude, excuse me, dribbling a little. And he was like, just fuck it, dude. He's like, just fuck it. I was like, but you're not singing the lyrics right. He's like, so who the fuck cares? And I'm like, yeah, you're right, dude. Who the fuck cares?
Who the fuck cares, bro?
It's like he wasn't singing the right words to Teen Spirit or some shit. And he's like, oh, whatever, mosquito, mulatto, libido, let's fucking just do it.
So you guys started doing covers?
Well, in the basement.
Just to fuck around, get a feel for each other.
Yeah. All right, yeah. So, Dave, dumb question, because I always ask people this dumb question. Then especially with guitar players or when you get into a band, every garage band that plays heavy music, right? Like when they put together a song, like their first song, it always follows the same format. And when I tell you, you guys are gonna crack up because I'm guilty of it too. Right? You want to come across as like the next Metallica, super heavy. You go out and buy like 10,000 distortion pedals.
Yep.
Right? And get like this ridiculous sound, but the song always starts out like clean, nice melodic, like open chords, and that. Dun, 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 it just, right?
That's it.
Yep.
That's how you start a band, right?
That's how you start the band, bro.
Dude, I think all of our songs start off like that.
Right? It's like Fade to Black, right? Everyone wanted to write a Fade to Black. Bro. Like, look, I can play open chords. I don't even play power chords. I have talent. I can play open chords too. So it's like, you get that G, C, A, jing, 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 and that build up, then, jing, brun, brun, brun. Because everyone's, I know you being a drummer, Phil Collins, you got to throw those rolls.
That's it. That's the secret.
That's the secret.
Fucking band, dude.
Fucking band,
the rolls.
I'm telling you, everyone, I could... with me included, I could probably tell you how many cassettes, or at the time, back in the day, I listened to it. My boys like, dude, you got to hear the song I wrote. And they slide it in. Even like, I've heard that before. So, yes, absolutely, bro.
Yeah.
That happens. It works.
That's it.
It got us anywhere. So, you guys start writing original tunes. And you remember your first show? Not a basement party like you guys were talking about.
No.
Like actually on stage.
Our first club show was CBGB's.
No shit.
Yeah.
Way to pop the cherry.
Yeah.
CBGB's,
So
boy.
you can see right here, the DVD, CBGB's.
That's serious business right there.
Was that was the one where we got fucking banned, right?
We got fucking banned from CBGB's.
I heard this story. You told us last week, but tell us to it again.
Well, basically, fucking, we kicked ass from with the fucking sound guy and the fucking main guy who does the picking the bands or whatever you want to say.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like fucking, they went up to fucking Axis and they were like, you guys fucking rock. Yo, we love it, man. Yo, you're going to be back on the next fucking show. And Axis is telling us all, like, yo, we're going to be back on the next show. We rock. They said we're in. I'm like, oh, fucking cool, yeah. Fucking, we played with a band that night called Sour. And I got a fucking call back from the lead singer of Sour. And he was like, yo, yeah, we passed the fucking audition. We're going in. I was like, you, the sound guy told us we passed the audition that night, man. And he was like, no, they said you're fucking, they said you're banned from CBGB. He was like, what? Why? Why are we banned from CBGBs? Oh, well, they said that your lead singer went up to the fucking, what was it, fucking, went up to the fucking, what the fuck do you call him? The fucking bartender. And she didn't want to serve him. Well, actually, not the lead singer, I'm sorry. One of our fucking friends, Danny James, went up to the bartender and said, let me get another drink. And she was like, no, you're cut off. And he was like, what? I'm cut off. And he spit in her face. And she's like, what the fuck? Who? I'm with fucking One Missing.
Oh,
Did you whoop his ass after that?
No.
Why not?
I don't know. I felt cool. We got banned from CBGB.
Yeah, I didn't even hear that story. I heard that Axis knocked over a mic stand or something and
Oh
did a
yeah,
front flip
that
off
was
the
another
stage.
thing too. Yeah, we got. Oh yeah, fucking. That was the second. That was actually. I think Danny James was the first one. That's the second story.
Shit.
Axis knocked over a mic stand, and he did a backflip off of the fucking stage, and that's why they banned us too.
So wait, we got banned
you
twice?
got banned twice.
Yep, twice.
I know we played a third show, didn't we? No.
No, we never played
That
her
was just
again.
the two, yeah.
We never played her again, man.
So you guys got banned, played a second time.
No. We never played her twice. You played it like 10 times for 10.
Yeah, but didn't we play two shows there?
No, one. We played the Cove twice.
I thought we wrote fucking banned because we got fucking banned.
Oh yeah, no, we did, yeah.
But we
only
played fucking banned at CBGB's, didn't we?
Wait, you're fucking right.
Yeah, we
No,
played in '99 and 2000.
No. We wrote fucking banned because Goomba fucking banned me from doing stuff in his
right.
basement.
You fucking banned.
Yeah, we used to our bass player every time you didn't. It was his house we jammed in.
Okay.
So if you pissed him off, he's like, you're fucking banned. You're banned from doing everything. So basically, I was getting banned every day.
All right, and
So-
then it made it true because we got banned from CBGB.
Yeah, so I wrote the song fucking banned because I kept getting banned from doing anything in his basement. And then fucking, we got banned from CBGB, so we were like, fuck it.
You have that. Let's play a song from that show. Can you do that, dude?
From fucking CBGBs.
Yeah,
man.
bro.
So, man, this is fucking...
Go into the archives. I know you have the.
Going to the archives right
I
here.
know you have the thing.
What we got here? Fucking... Yeah, we got a couple I call them gems. They're gems to me, man.
gems,
They're
yeah.
gems
They're
to
all
you. They're
gems.
gems to us.
I don't know. Let Matt pick one
There you go, man.
What do we got?
What do you want to
from
pick
the
up?
live show, the one and only show at CBGB's.
No, we fucking rocked that fucking place, dude.
Yeah, that was good,
You
man.
motherfuckers want to check us out, bro? Go on fucking Facebook. Not Facebook. Actually, go on YouTube and type in One Missing /CBGBs, bro. It's up on fucking YouTube. The description will be in the fucking links, dude, for the fucking for the show.
I don't know what's good on here. Kaboom or Weed or One Missing.
It's on you, Matt.
Is that one you want to pick, man?
I'm terrible at making decisions.
That's why he's a drummer.
Yeah, I just keep the timing. I don't make none of the choices. Let's do Kaboom.
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 Kaboom! It is
All right, man.
live from CBGB's.
K-A-O-O-M K-A-B-O-O-M
the rock the hood. Now do you look and tell what it says? Society, my power line like the fire, which is fire, my desire, being around and getting a night. Just the time goes, that's the time when you send a Bible and so it's out of the bottom of the people who are like, getting a mother stop. And then my God! And then my God! And then my God! Kaboom!
Kaboom.
Yo.
That's right, bro. You can hear like the 7 people over there. It sounds like
7. Nah, there was at least 15.
50. All right. Yeah. No, because I could actually hear like the individual voices. I'm like,
We had 18 mics in the crowd that night, just so we
Word.
well, you know what, man? It beats having canned noise,
yeah.
like some bands I've been guilty of using.
It was a good night though, man. And it was actually a blizzard too.
No shit.
And the bass player from fucking Sour locked the keys in the fucking in the car,
the
so he had
Rent-A-Van,
the
yeah.
Rent-A-Van, so he had to break the back window of the Rent-A-Van, a little hook thing
Yeah.
to slide somebody through to open the door.
Yeah.
Oh
I'm gonna
no,
break. That name sounds so familiar. Sour.
Sour. They
Sour.
played at Love Sexy too.
I know.
that
That's
night.
why I'm saying.
And
Listen, I was I look back at Love Sexies. I got to see a lot of good bands
was
over
it?
at Love Sexies.
Well, Love Sexy was our second show.
You know.
So, yeah. In Hoboken before the
Yeah.
MC caucus.
Yeah. Actually, I tell you off the top of my head, there's probably a couple of bands. The first one was Orange 9mm. Yeah. I love Sexies, bro. The Step Kings. You know?
Shit.
El Nino
And one missing.
and one missing. Oh, and I can't forget.
That was it.
Candiria. Yeah, brother. I love Sexies. Candiria. Ridiculous. But back to you guys. So you guys get banned.
Yep.
Yeah. We're gonna make T-shirts for it too.
Yeah.
You made T-shirts for that?
Well, we were, man.
You
We,
wanna-
we were kind of poor back then, but we had the idea of T-shirts.
There
T-shirts,
were
man.
T-shirts.
Yeah.
I never got a one missing T-shirt.
Me neither.
Maybe it's time to do it now. I mean,
Only,
never too late.
Well, actually, no, they're for sale. If you go to From the Dungeon podcast on Tone Threads,
you go.
you can get a nice one missing T-shirt there.
wait a second. You're in on this deal.
I am
If he-
not,
if
but
he
I might buy
fucking-
one.
You know,
if he wants,
What
he
do
can
you
get
need?
one.
I think you need to get a.
20 years later, I still want a one missing T-shirt.
You should get one for free. You should have to buy for it. You were part of the band.
I'll hook you up on Christmas. I'll give you 2 of them.
I don't know, man.
There's one from Love Sexies and there's one from the cover.
Listen,
I'll get you 2.
you need a lawyer, bro. I think you're like the Steven Adler of one missing. You got to sue your band to get the rights.
Yeah, right. Gonna go after that one missing money for the $10 we made from a T-shirt.
Give me that T-shirt, man.
I don't want money, just a T-shirt.
So you guys do the whole CBGB thing. I mean, it picks up steam. So after,
Oh, dude, we love that fucking that show, dude. We came back fucking to Jersey City, bro. We were fucking
riding
pumped.
and you said that was your second show. You said, right?
No, that was
That
our
was our
first
first show.
That was your first show. That's right. Yeah, yeah.
Official show.
Show.
We,
First
we
official
played a house
show.
party before that.
All right. Well, I know the house parties. It was probably way more interesting than playing CBGBs.
Was that the house party downtown?
No, that was the house party at Brucewick Beltron's house. Remember we got back together and we were like, yo, let's play this fucking house party. And I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know if we're ready, man. And we're like, yo, just use Rupture's equipment. Okay.
Yeah.
Like
they got really good equipment.
They had to talk me into it because I'm like, no, man, I don't think we're ready, man. No.
Let's just
And it's
fucking
like,
do
dude,
it.
it's 2 fucking songs. And
It's
I'm
a
like,
house-
all
yeah,
right.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. That's the part.
2 songs.
That's
2
the part I was
songs.
thinking of.
We played One Missing and we played Lost Friends. And motherfuckers were screaming encore. And we're like, well, we don't have any
I
more.
don't know any more songs.
Well, you guys found yourself in the same boat that Black Sabbath found themselves at.
Oh, man.
They actually wound up playing their debut album 3 times.
Oh my
The,
god.
the crowd did not want to let them leave.
Damn.
Holy shit.
They only had those 8 songs, and they wound up playing it 3 times over. They played, yeah,
We rock 2
their
songs.
first show. Yeah, man,
2
you guys
songs,
can
8
rock
times
8
each.
times, man. Give me a break. That's the way to go. So back to the house party. I know this is probably more interesting stories there. Anything crazy happen?
Well, the house party.
Of course, there's a house party. You know something's bound to happen.
I don't know, man. We were just fucking there. Rupture was playing. Rupture played that night.
Yeah.
Bruisers played that night. Evil Adam played that night. They had another band. I can't remember the name. They were like an industrial band. They played that night, and they just had one more spot on the bill. And then I had seen Axis, Matt, and Goomba running up to me going, "Yo, we're playing tonight." And I'm like, "Playing what? Where? Who?" Like, you know, I was like mad. I get mad nervous playing in front of people, so I was really like super nervous. I was like, "These are all the hardcore, heavy bands that are playing tonight. What the fuck are we gonna do?" And they're like,
Industrial band. It wouldn't happen to be Deviate, would they?
"What is it? DVA? Yes, DVA.
Bang, bro.
That'll
Yo,
fucking-
ring that one there for me, bro. I earned that one.
Holy shit!
There you go. I earned that one, boy.
Dead Life DVA. They were getting on tapes. I had the tape.
Absolutely, bro.
Yeah.
Wilson Jaramillo, bro,
The
on
motherfucker
guitar.
had a pedal board like a fucking planet, dude.
Yeah, Wilson's actually doing pretty well for himself, man. He's I forget the name of the band he's in, but a couple of years back, he went on tour with Lauryn Hill.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, man. Wilson's a killer guitar player, man. That's why the minute he said industrial band, there weren't too many industrial bands in Hudson County.
Not at that time, dude.
Not at that time, exactly. So I said, yo, it had to be DVA. Local band had to be DVA, bro.
That's weird, dude. I was like, I know this fuck. I got the tape into my head, and he said the name, and I was like, oh shit.
There you go, bro. With the dreads, remember the little string? Yeah, bro. Wilson with the black and white socks, remember?
But I hate to say it though, man. But we rocked all those fucking bands that night.
You sound like Chris Coppinger, bro.
Dude, we did, man.
You
I'm
sound
telling
like
you,
Chris
bro.
Coppinger, bro.
You should have
You
been
know,
there.
you sound like Coppinger, bro.
You should have been there.
All right. That's the same thing Chris says. You should have been there.
We
The
can't-
story's totally different.
We can't prove it, but you can't prove us wrong.
That's right.
The same thing with Coppinger, that bastard. We got him here next week. We're gonna bury that dude. I'm telling you. Dave, I don't know. You rocked with 2 songs. You rocked all those bands,
Dude, we fucking 2 songs. They fucking screamed encore. We're like, what the fuck is an encore?
Well, you only played 2 songs. Choose which one you're gonna come out to, right?
We're gonna stop after one.
I mean,
right?
all I know is we were playing, and fucking everybody was just like, let me do the face for you
Bro,
right here.
that 2 songs, that's like some straight out freaking Purple Rain shit. Play one song and walk off the stage.
But dig this though, we were the only band that was modeling ourselves off of Mr. Bungle.
Yeah, it was,
Okay.
it was
So
their
we-
first time hearing crack rock live.
Yeah, so it's like basically it's like their first time. Like everybody's doing verse, chorus, verse. We're doing straight up verses, but
Yeah.
for like 5 different songs in one song.
Yeah.
You know, so people look at us like, what the fuck is this? And then you got the fucking singer doing this shit, you know, and stuff. It's like, what the fuck?
Wigging out.
You know, it was something that it was like everybody there was like either like hard metal. We were the only motherfuckers that were just weird.
Kind of like Lost Cause, right?
Yes, man. I'm telling you, bro. They're like our little brothers.
Little brother, like that bastard, bro. That Chris Coppinger, bro. I really hate that
Yo,
dude.
you're
man.
rubbing him the right way right now.
I really hate that dude, bro. For real. I can't wait till I get him here next week.
It's fucked up, bro.
I'm telling you, he's got teeth like a horse, bro, and he smells like shit, bro. That guy draws flies, bro. For real, I can't hang out with him too much,
I hope
but
he's not listening to this until after next week.
Oh, he will.
that's my brother. You know, you got to accept things for what they are. But anyway, back to you guys.
All right.
So what about the name? I remember when we were sitting around trying to think of a name.
Fucking the name. You motherfucker.
Wait a second. Wait.
This motherfucker.
Freaking, wait. So what? Matt's the crazy one now all of a sudden?
It's the one that fucking thought of the name, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We're sitting there in the basement,
Okay.
the 4 of us. We were all 4 there, right?
Yeah, we were all there
Yeah,
trying to
we're
think
all
of
sitting
fucking
there
names.
wondering, what are we gonna call this band? We need a name. We need a good name. We're just sitting there. We're thinking.
This is the night of the show?
No.
this is
Oh,
just-
okay.
It wasn't going to be Ground Zero.
No, it wasn't. Yeah, we're just sitting there thinking. We're like, shit, we're suggesting this. Nah, it doesn't feel right. Suggesting that. Nah, it doesn't feel right. And we're just sitting there, and I have this thing pops up in my head.
You had a face, dude.
I did.
And you were like,
And it was there.
Oh.
And it was in my head, and I'm like, nah, that's not right. And we're trying to think of this, think of that, and this thing just sticks in my head, and I'm like, nah, let's just think of a better, let's just think of a name. And then all of a sudden, at some point, we're not coming up with anything. And I say, I keep coming back to One Missing. Like, this is just stuck in my head. One Missing. And these guys are like, oh, shit.
And then that's when the fucking came up. One Missing, and then and it's you. And then that's when the whole fucking the news thing came, and we could be hanging from the tree, and we want the rest of the world to hang from the tree with us, and we'll have an empty noose.
Wait, what's hanging from the tree?
So Axis is an artist as well as a singer,
Okay.
rapper, and just everything. This dude is like from the planet Xenu.
Exactly.
Oh, he's one of those dudes.
He's awesome and crazy
and
and
there was
not
like
of this
there
world.
was the Tree of the Dead, and we were the band of the Tree of the Dead.
Okay.
And we
right
had,
behind
and there was an empty noose, right there. You look behind you, right there. We're the band. We're the ones on the tree,
People hanging.
See it right
and right here, and we're actually those are rock stars on the tree.
Yeah,
on the
Kurt
tree.
Cobain's
After
there.
a while, we got a little artsy on it. And we had Kurt Cobain on there. We had the singer from Bare Naked Ladies. We had
Did he die? No.
we had fucking Jan Brady. We had fucking the
People who
Scott Weiland and fucking the guy from fucking what was it, Microsoft.
you got the tattoo.
Yeah, I got a tattoo right here too. And we were basically like, the whole concept was we were the band for the Tree of the Dead. And then we would have one noose. The noose was for the rest of the world who wanted to come with us and be a part of this fucking great music called One Missing.
So that was the album, and it's you.
And
One
it's
missing.
you. One missing.
And
And it's you.
And it's you. Unbelievable. So anyway,
Crazy concepts. We also had this is so fucking bad, but I don't fucking care. We had a t-shirt design. It was called One Missing Baby, and it was a hanger.
oh boy.
Yeah, we came up with a lot of
Yeah, it
designs
was
that were
there was
not
some
really
shit- it was-
audience friendly.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was more or less
uh,
it was more or less like inside jokes, but I mean it was so fucking hilarious, dude. It was so fucking hilarious.
And we have the dog running around.
Oh yeah, that's
Wanna
Stella.
join us?
That's Stella. No, mind
Stella
Stella.
the dog.
She's sweet.
Wants to be part of the
Don't mind
the
Stella.
Got a
podcast.
free mic, Stella.
Stella, we got a couple free mics.
Well, one can't be filled,
We got three
unfortunately.
Yeah, we need one missing. We need
That's
one
right.
empty mic.
missing.
And we need one empty mic.
And we got three missing, but
Three missing.
our Goomba couldn't make it tonight because Goomba has a prior work commitment, so
Yeah.
he couldn't make it tonight. And we were gonna have JP here tonight with us, but for some reason JP's not answering his phone, so we think he's not feeling well.
Yeah.
Not feeling well.
Not feeling well.
All right. And obviously, Axis can't be here.
No. He's in Neverland.
Well, let us know what happened, Dave.
With Mr. Axis?
Mr. But what's his real name?
It's Eric Lukash.
All right, there you go.
Eric Lukash, yep.
Who was on Howard Stern? Right.
Actually, he was
He won.
the biggest wigger, yeah. He was the biggest wigger contest winner,
He
man.
was it, man. He saw
And,
something, he went for it.
And the funny thing is, everybody thought he was fucking wasted on drugs, and they thought he was a wigger. No, man, that motherfucker was an artist, and he conned the whole fucking world
Yeah.
because he was sober, and he just walked in the place thinking, if I act like a fucking character that they want, I'm gonna win, and it happened.
Yeah.
Was he part of the band at that time, or you guys had broken up?
No,
Or?
we were broken up at that. He
Yeah,
gave,
I
he gave,
remember I
he
was
gave
at
us a
work.
shout out.
I was at work, and,
Yeah.
and it was on the radio. Someone was like, oh, shit, Axis is on the radio, dude. He's on Howard Stern. I'm like, what the
I was sleeping through it, dude. I got phone calls and shit like, what happened? Yo, Axis is on the radio. What the what? What the fuck? It was crazy, man. He gave us a shout out on the radio. You
Yeah.
know? So One Missing was shouted out on the Howard Stern show.
Yeah.
Biggest wigger contest.
Biggest wigger contest. So, you guys get banned from CBGBs.
Yeah.
You get shouted out on Howard Stern after the fact.
After the fact, yeah.
That's our style.
Hey.
I think we would have rocked the Howard Stern show if we were up there. We would have fucking tossed him a new fucking turn.
I think you definitely would sound better than the Losers. Remember that band he
Yeah,
put together?
It's terrible.
The name fit the bill.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So, I don't know. Going back in time, if he was able to put the band back together, if he had a time machine, let's put it like this. All right. Obviously, I know what the answer is going to be, but let's put it together. If you guys had a time machine and could go back and reassemble the band, but you had a band to choose to open up at Madison Square Garden, who would it be?
We're opening or they're opening?
You're opening.
If
But
I
the
got-
place is sold out
From any era?
from
Or-
any era, bro. The place is sold out. One missing is on sharing the bill with.
I know who I got to say.
Dude, I would have picked fucking Korn. I would have picked
would've
fucking
been good.
Get the
Korn,
fuck
dude.
out of here,
I
really?
would've
Korn. Out of all the bands I know, you
No
Korn.
shit.
Yeah.
I would have picked Mr. Bungle.
That's what I was thinking.
Well, that would be the second choice.
That's what I was thinking.
Korn is influenced by Bungle.
They used the Mr. Bungle chord.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
But I mean, Mr. Bungle would have been cool. But Korn to me, bro,
Yeah.
I would have fed off of that whole fucking energy. I mean, both energy, but I mean, I'm more into Korn, man. I mean, I love Mr.
Yeah.
Bungle, but I'm more, I like every Korn album. So
Yeah,
I mean, I would have loved to have opened up for Korn.
Oh shit.
Korn would have gotten you straight pumped for the show.
Dude, I
Mr.
would've-
Bungle would have like.
Mr. Bungle, man, dude. Yeah, I would have just been fucking playing chords I never knew I could play. But Korn, I would have just fucking, just like
Rock the fuck out.
rip the guitar neck off or something. It's like, it's like you get pumped.
I actually seen that happen live one time.
Ripping the guitar off.
No, I saw this cat. I don't know how that happened. We were playing a show in Lyndhurst. It's outdoors in the summertime in the ball field. Prior band I was in years ago, and this guy, dude, it was a 3-piece,
It's not that far from the dungeon.
right? And they were like somewhat like melodic band, a little trippy. Typical 90s, not too much guitars, it was trippy. And their bass player, looks like a lumberjack, is the 90s look. And he's playing the song and the neck just split on him.
Shit.
He was just like literally playing. Boom! And this thing just broke in 2 pieces. And I've never do one time and one time only that I just saw that happen. And everyone's like, dude, did you see that? Like, wow. Like, how old was that bass? Or
Yeah,
what the
seriously,
fuck
how'd you do
happened?
that?
It split in 2. Literally, it came apart like at like the 13th fret.
Damn. That's
And
crazy.
you see the guy playing, and the strings, it looked like a bow and arrow.
Yeah, right.
Right? He's like playing, all of a sudden he's like, and he's like looking down, he's like,
Did he say this after this, bro?
and he...
Did he say this when he was breaking the bass? Did he say this to you?
Let's rock.
He was like, burn, burn, burn.
Yo, but the funniest thing is, like, the thing breaks, and the guy just, he was a bass player / singer. He kept singing. He takes the bass off, bro, and he put it on the ground, and he stepped on it. And it's still plugged in, so he hear and he's singing
He must have went back down and was like, yeah, motherfucker, rock on.
That's nuts, man. 'cause-
Dude, yeah, man. Holy shit, yeah. So, all right, so you guys open up for Korn, right? Yeah, man. So how was that? Opening up for Korn.
we were pumped.
According to Dave, he was pumped. He was going to rip the neck off his guitar.
Man, he did.
You know what show actually fucking I was pumped though, man? We played the Bayonne Hometown Fair.
Yeah, that was fun.
The Bayonne Hometown Fair.
2000, bro.
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
18 damn years ago.
We fucking tore the roof down if there was a roof.
I tell you something about those fairs. They usually either are super packed or no one shows up.
You want to hear what happened?
There's never like a median.
Right.
You know what I'm talking
yeah,
about?
There's never a small crowd.
No, it's either like 3 people or it's packed. You can't move
million.
anywhere.
Yeah.
Matt, it was packed.
It was
There
packed.
you go. See?
Yeah.
We had-
That's how it works, man.
There was a stage by fucking what the fuck is that bar in Bayonne?
What street?
The fucking the cop bar on Broadway. It's like a sports bar. The main bar in Bayonne. I can't fucking think of the name of it.
Which end of Bayonne was it? North, south?
Going towards downtown, going towards in by like 20th something street.
The Rock?
Not the Rock. No, before the Rock.
From here.
It's
from
a
Jersey
it's a
City.
cop bar.
Wow, you got me there. I'm not too familiar with Bayonne.
Big Apple.
The Big Apple,
The
dude.
Big Apple.
Listen, bro, I'll tell you something about the Big Apple. I worked across the street from the Big Apple around that time at the Mid-City Gym. There was a gym down the block. But I'll tell you a story about the Big Apple. You know whose hangout that was?
Who?
Jackie Gleason.
Get the fuck out of here.
On the Honeymooners, whenever you hear him, like, how come he randomly mentions Bayonne from it was because of that. He used to hang out at the Big Apple and get smashed over there, yeah.
Well, you know what though? From what I heard, is that all the bands that were playing at the Big Apple, we got up and started fucking playing, And the fucking crowd back over there was like, yo, this is crazy band named One Missing playing. Yo, motherfuckers, I swear to God, no joke, Big Zeus. People we saw running down the fucking street while we were playing. I remember seeing it, and I'm almost like, what the fuck are these fucking people running in front of the stage? And then we started playing the song Weed, and all I heard was Axel say, I want to see all you motherfuckers jump. And everybody was just jumping, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? The first time I ever saw a fucking, like, it was about, I swear to God, no joke, 100 people in front. And it was right by McDonald's. And they were just jumping, and it was like, holy fucking shit, dude.
Nice.
Like, this can't be happening, bro.
Did you get banned from the Bayonne?
No, but that was the last one.
Inciting a riot or something?
It was the last Bayonne feast.
So technically.
Yeah, right. Actually, no. It's funny you say that because I actually saw a great show. Vanilla Fudge played in Bayonne like 3 weeks ago.
Oh, they opened up for that new
Yeah, that's right. That
Pastores or
no, Piero's. And they're back in business.
They bought it off of Lou.
Bro, Lou
Lou is the man, dude.
Lou, yeah.
That's the only guy I trusted fixing my guitars, dude. Because he would.
Not only that, bro, but Lou is the dude that you went there, yo. I need a setup. Yeah, sure, no problem, whatever.
Dude,
and then, you go back in a couple of days and he's like, while I was at it, I actually took your tuning pegs off. I had nothing else to do. I greased everything up, a little WD-40.
Nice.
Dude, it was like the little extras,
right, yeah.
right? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Your tailpiece is a little dirty. I just pulled it apart,
He was the man, dude. I remember my neck was kind of like shaved a little bit because I was fucking with it, and I did artwork, had my friend do artwork on it. And I was like, yo, can you set this fucking neck out straight? He added more wood sheds. Wood shavings.
Shims.
Oh, yeah, the shims.
To the back of the neck. And I'm like, dude, what did you do? It's perfectly straight now. Oh, I just did a little bit of this and a lot of things. You got elves in the back, bro? Or
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, Lou was, it's a shame he retired, man, but...
he's in North Carolina,
yeah,
bro.
he moved down there.
He had no choice. His wife was going.
Yeah.
From what he told us, bro. From what he told us.
Yeah, man. But, someone took that place over for a while.
I'm not really down with the new owners, bro. I went to go get one of my guitars fixed from them, and the guy told me he said, oh, yeah, come back on Thursday. And I came back on Thursday, and he was like, oh, well, I haven't got to it yet. I've been gigging too much. Oh, you've been gigging too much. You were supposed to fix shit. Let me get my guitar back. Oh, it's in my house. What the fuck is it doing in your house, dude? Like, Lou never took the stuff out of the building.
Right? It just stood there, man.
No, I would not recommend that place. Fuck them, dude. Fuck them.
I mean, I don't know about the new guys, but the interim dude after
All the
Lou.
new guys.
Not
good.
cool. Not so good.
I'm
bro.
not feeling them, bro. I'm not
Yeah,
feeling them.
this is the best one. I dropped off a bass over there.
Here we go.
Yeah. So I have strings. I'm very picky with the bass strings that I use, right? So I told the guy, I said, listen, I got the bass strings here. Whatever, yada, yada, yada. So the dude calls me up. It's a different guy. The tech calls me up. Hey, man, I really dig that Fender you got. I was playing it for a while. I'm like, that don't sound right. Did you do the setup? Oh, yeah, I did the setup. Is that and the other thing. All right, come get it. So I pay the guy, I go home, and I play it, and the strings are still in the original package. So they gave me a different set of strings. Yeah, so I'm like, I put the strings in the bass, use these.
Right, yeah.
So, no, they put it back and they used their own strings, so I had to want that.
They charge you for them?
I have no idea.
They probably fucking did those.
But I went back and I said, these are not the strings that I want. Put these on, please.
You got a big motherfucker like this saying, please, you fucking do it.
And they did. They gave them back to me. And they didn't keep the other ones that they put on. They put them, these things are brand new. I'm like, well,
Take them.
they're good just in case you pop them. Yeah. Hey. It happens from time to time. Anyway, enough with the personal stories. Back to the whole one missing thing. Did you guys record an official album, or it was just like these?
We recorded an album officially, but a friend of ours did it.
Okay, no, I'm talking. Besides, the boombox with a tape,
Yeah,
or
no, we
or
did.
the Joe Perlo recordings.
Was it a 4-track?
Yeah, no, it was an 8-track.
8-track.
And we were signed to Lemon Records.
Right.
Lemon Records?
Yes.
What's Lemon Records?
That was our
That's the
fucking
question.
label.
That was your own.
That was our label, dude.
Fucking douchebags. You signed yourself to your own label.
Fuck
Yeah,
yeah.
who else are we gonna sign? Nobody wants.
Nobody else wanted to sign with us.
We had 2 songs and no friends.
That's the shit. That's the that is the best. Like, dude, we got signed yesterday. No, she had 2 Lemon Records.
But
Who owns it?
it was cool.
We do.
It was cool.
Negotiations were real
I
smooth.
like, yeah, right. Actually, you know what's even better? The creative control was like beautiful, right?
Yeah, oh man.
Dude, I
The
love
powers that be,
You
right?
never get a deal like this.
Dude, the president of Lemon Records was the shit.
Yeah, he's all right.
Lemon Records.
That A&R guy was smooth.
Oh yeah, they were good.
So,
They
do
knew
you
what they
have
were
the Lemon Records release?
Yeah, we do.
All right,
We
man.
do. We do. We do.
Throw in the song. I want to hear officially from. Wait, who was the president of Lemon Records?
One missing.
Yeah, I mean,
doing. LLC.
yeah, I know it was an LLC, but
I mean, actually, well, Lemon Records came out like this, man. It was us.
Limited Liability Corporation.
Weren't we
but
the
It
second?
was us and Sour.
Yeah, we were the second album on Lemon.
Yeah,
Rock.
it was. We
Lemon
were the second
Records.
album on Lemon Records. It was us and Sour, and we were just like, we just thought it was a cool idea. Like, the Sour had Lemon Records on, and we're like, yo, just put Lemon Records on ours too. It'd be cool. Like, just it looks a little more official, and it felt cool, man. Like to be like
you guys
have a label
were-
on there.
yes, it was an LLC.
No.
No, there's a Limited Liability Corporation. Now
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
saying that someone else was signed to Lemon Records.
Yeah, Sour was.
Sour. So you guys would be part of the subsidiary.
Yes.
Right.
So you guys would have been like Lemonade Records.
Yeah, we're
We were the juice division.
The Juice Division.
Oh, that's a good one, dude. So you want to hear? You want to hear the fucking? Okay. Well, you want to go to donation?
Sure, let's do it.
All right, wait a second.
That's
You
one of
remember
our
what
newer
the-
songs.
Wait a minute. Donations. How did that song come about? I mean, you got to
Do you-
present.
Do you know? I mean, I can never fucking.
You have to present the tune, man. You just can't say donations.
Like the fucking meaning of the song, dude. I can never get it right.
You know, every song always has a story behind it.
Yeah.
You have, I know you.
I
You're
think
good at
this-
articulating stuff, dude.
This was one of our newer songs. It's on the album, so it wasn't like brand new, but it was. I feel like it was newer, and it just kind of came together. Like, I don't know if it started with Axe's lyrics or if he put lyrics to the
the way it
music.
happened was, this is the way the song happened. I was chilling in Axis's house, and I had the riff. Well, just the beginning riff. Yeah, and he was like, I can write lyrics to that. He's like, I got some lyrics, and then he had lyrics to that. And then when we came back with you and Goomba, we fucking actually no, I think Goomba was gone after this. We came back with you, and we came up with the fucking chorus.
Yeah.
And then we came up with the breakdown with you, the chorus and the breakdown with you. But me and Axis came up with the verse part.
All right. Hey. Well, like I always say, every band, when you guys get together, you solidify what the lineup is going to be. Did you guys tailor the sound, or you just let it come together and whatever came about it, or?
Yeah, I think whatever came about. Just,
Yeah.
You know
it
what I'm
just
saying?
happened.
Like usually, when you listen to music, you can pretty much tell when something is contrived. Like, you're right, we want to sound like these
right,
guys.
yeah, it's a formula or
Right,
something.
yeah, there's some
Yeah.
formula. Like, all right, we have the singer. He has a tall guy, long blonde hair. We got this short dude on guitar with the frizzy hair. the crazy drummer and the quiet bass player, and we want to sound like Led Zeppelin. you know what I'm saying? You know the setup when I'm talking, and
right.
like even with the sound,
Yeah,
it
but the
has
look
to-
is more important than the sound.
right.
But the sound mocks the look.
But you guys just
Yeah.
plugged in and
just did whatever.
it's like a blender. It came together, and
Yeah, we just whatever came at that moment.
All right. Well, let's hear something from Lemonade Records.
Lemonade Records.
Yeah.
This is the precursor to Beyonce, by the way.
Yeah, seriously,
The
bro.
precursor
To Lemonade.
to Lemonade.
This is a
Okay.
Lemonade record before.
We came up with the shit first.
Do you know who loved Lemonade? Elvis used to love Lemonade, bro.
He loved our lemonade.
You know what? That would be the thing right there with the time machine.
Yeah.
Go back and have Elvis like
Promote our record.
front one missing. Right? We're gonna do something off of my Lemonade recording days. Thank you and adios.
He would have loved it. Him and his fucking peanut butter banana sandwiches and shit.
With Lemonade. That would have been like an interesting meeting.
Yeah.
Axis and Elvis.
That's what our music sounds like, is a fried peanut butter and banana sandwich with a glass of lemonade.
I think he Access would have respected. I would have walked away. I don't really like Elvis that much, man. So I would have been like, it's
shame on you.
He's got some good songs, but
Shame
I
on
don't know about
you.
him as a person.
I don't. It's like I don't like Led Zeppelin, dude.
Shame on you.
Shame on me. I like
Elvis. That was a bad motherfucker.
I like the Doors and only fucking
The funny thing is,
stuff.
bro, that Elvis probably could have kung fu'd you to death or shot you, one of the two.
Probably.
Yeah, but I mean,
wanted
but
us to.
all his fucking songs sound the same, dude. Fucking, it's a straight up fucking. To me personally, it's a fucking rip off.
Of?
But we all rip it. He fucking ripped off fucking all the fucking black musicians from back
Oh,
in
who
the day.
didn't?
Dude. Well, yeah, true.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. There was a couple of bands that actually.
I might get shot for after this fucking podcast.
Absolutely
I'll be
not.
with you, Axis.
Don't worry about it. Talking about ripping off musicians and stuff like that. Back in that time, before you had copyright laws and stuff like that. But there were a couple of bands that actually reached out to the people they were ripping off and actually took them on tour with them.
Oh wow.
The Stones reached out to a bunch of those guys.
Led Zeppelin should have.
Yeah.
No.
Jesus Christ.
I don't like Zeppelin, dude. I'm sorry.
All right.
I like the Doors.
The Doors are cool, man. Hey, listen, if you like the Doors, you ever check out that band from Boston, the Tea Party?
No.
Check them out.
It's only one band I like from Boston.
No, not from Boston. Excuse me, bro. From Canada. If you like the Doors, chances are you will like the Tea Party. That's their name. It's like a picture the Doors, like mixed with a little Manson. Yeah, they're a little heavy, but mad trippy. Check it out. I don't think they're around any longer. Going back to finally we could get that to donations off of Lemonade Records, Lemon Records.
Yeah, man.
Lemonparty.com records, whatever. Folks, do not go there, please.
No.
Don't go to a lemon party.
No. Bad thing. Chris hosted many lemon parties. Chris Coppinger.
Dude, you keep going back to this poor fucking gentleman.
Yo, dude, he's
I hate to be on the other side of that
next
microphone
week, brother. Next week, bro. I'm telling you.
Damn, dude.
It's coming. All right, let's get to this. I'm sorry. To donations.
Here we go.
One missing.
Gave me maps in which north was south. Freedom to speak, to think and figure it out. Been some advice how I should watch my mouth. Came out to my mind, then traveled around. You made a life designed to keep us down. Eternal embargo with the start of fate. Limit my ability to look around. A curfew after dark in the land of the free. Evangelistic enemy rapes their only mission. Propagating hate to that of others in submission. Evangelistic enemy rapes their only mission. I am your creation. I am disposition. Taught me rules of a world that's fair. I played the game the only way I knew how. Time and time again, it seems your world's not anywhere here nor there, and so it kept me down. You taught me rules of a world that's just, in which I believed in as it ushered my life into the hell where my heart was crushed, that exploited my innocence, blinded in trust. I trusted you. Evangelistic enemy rapes your only mission. Propagating hate to that of others in submission. Evangelistic enemy rapes your only mission. Impair my intelligence with the opposition. lament to my contradiction, oppressor, caressing my perspective into a giving. And living in the lap of presuming it's just a prison, assuming without a question you're moving to make a killing. Leaving all the benefit models and manifesting monetary to the many, the turning and unnecessary. Hanging in my life, lament to my contradiction, oppressor, caressing my perspective into a giving. What are you giving? Made a dream that could never be real. I paid in full, has my credit right now. A false sense of hope on a railway plan and a hole in my shoe from your gold streets worn out. Made a dream that could never be real. One of these families where all help out. The summit's America, whole crowd with material. I'm giving my all and it's her countdown. Don't keep me down. Evangelistic enemy rapes their only mission. Propagating hate to that of others in submission. Evangelistic enemy rapes their only mission. In fear of my intelligence, we threaten your position.
Don't be sleeping on one missing. God, I wish fucking Axis was
Donations.
fucking here, dude. He would have fucking. I tell you right now, dude. He would. It would, and this would have fucking. You know what's crazy, dude? One missing was gonna fucking come back together.
Yeah.
We were talking about it.
Oh yeah.
We were putting the motherfucker shit together. Like, it's crazy, man. Fucking shit.
Yeah, man. That sounded really tight, man. I mean, for a home recording, you said was
Eight track. Actually, a
Eight-track.
Tascam 8-track.
nice. Remember those things?
That was like the hot shit back then.
That was, dude.
Dude, that was newest latest shit, dude.
You know what sucked about those things? Those Tascams, they gave you a really nice recording, but they had a problem. God forbid if that plug broke on you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're not finding that motherfucker.
You would actually, I mean, I remember you used to go to music stores like, no, man, you have to contact the company. We don't carry those adapters. Yeah.
Nope.
I remember a friend of mine gives me a Tascam. But the one that probably, I don't know what the ones you guys use, because they had the analog one. And then they had the one that was like analog / digital. It was like,
No, this the one we did was straight fucking analog, and it was about like that big.
so it was a mixed one, right? And he comes up to me, he's like, dude, I got a great deal for you, bro. He goes, I have this it's occupying space. I don't need it any longer. You could have it. It's an 8-track tab. I'm like, shit, man, let me get that. It happens to be, and he gives it to me. And I'm like, all right, it's time to use this thing. He's like, oh yeah, by the way, the plug don't work on it. I'm like, how much a plug go for? $10? I went all over the place. I actually found the plug.
On the website.
$53.
It's not a joke, dude. Tascam is no joke, bro. It's like a BMW, dude. You got to order those parts.
Yo, seriously, man. Yeah, man. So, you guys recorded this. How long did it take for you guys to put this thing together?
Fuck. I mean, first we started off with the EP.
Because remember, you guys started off with 2 songs.
Well,
Yeah.
actually, when we started recording, we started off with the EP, which was a 4-song EP,
Okay.
and we did that. We did that in Memex. But then when we were recording the LP, when we had a full fucking set, we scattered around. We did the drums we did the drums in our friend Martin's basement from Sour. He was the drummer for Sour.
Didn't we do most of the drums at Mamax, but we did Vatos at
No, I
At
thought we did. I thought we
Martin's?
did. No, I thought we did all the drums at Martin's because I remember a donation at Martin's house.
Okay.
You know, so I remember doing the drums at Martin's house. I remember doing the guitar parts at our boy Rob's house, and he did the bass. Well,
I think I did bass on one.
You
one
did
of the
bass on
songs
one.
there.
I did bass on one, and our boy Rob did bass on all the other fucking tracks.
Yeah.
Right.
And we did vocals in Pro Studios in the back room.
Son of a bitch.
We brought
The Anne Frank room, bro.
we brought the 8-track there, and we fucking
Son of a
we rented out a
bitch.
couple hours, and we did the vocals back there.
The fucking Anne Frank room, bro.
It's crazy.
This is when Joe Pearl, like, it was when you had to go like the up, down, and the fucking, what do you call that? The Addams Family.
shit, yeah.
Remember the staircase used to lift up like the fucking Addams Family? Remember that shit?
This was 99.
Son of a bitch. Before he decided to let you walk across the roof. Remember?
Right, yeah.
Yep.
It's like
so much easier.
Like you had to go down. Wait, first of all, you had to go up from the street
yep.
to the original, A, B, and C room. Then through the back, across the roof, pop open the floor, go down, pop open the floor again, go up.
Now imagine this, Zeus. Imagine this. You're carrying a fucking 80-pound fucking A-tray.
Yeah,
Doing
exactly.
that shit.
There you go. But I tell you something. Going back to that Anne Frank room. That's what I used to call it. Because that's what it looked like.
Yeah,
It was tiny, but dude,
Tunnels and
it
shit.
was the best sounding fucking room
Yeah.
at Pearl. Seriously, I don't know what it was about that joint, but I mean, it looked like a freaking like a sex dungeon. Remember, he had all them hooks on the ceiling. Remember that shit?
But once you got the AC rolling in that motherfucker, it was
that was
nice.
It was nice, man. I'm telling you, it was the best sounding room at Pearl. Like the sound, you didn't have to play loud. Because you remember the other rooms at Pearl, they were like
Yeah,
like
it was
like spacey.
huge.
Well, it's because the ceilings,
They were
the ceilings
huge,
were high.
and they were real high ceilings. And then you would find yourself like playing at 11,
Yeah, right.
right? And then the sound would get lost because there was nothing but feedback every time you would move in a certain direction. But that room, that was like, dude,
nice.
that was the best back there, man.
That room had the booth and everything.
Exactly,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah. That was the joint, man. I missed that place, bro.
That was a sweet fucking room, sweet fucking recording. Yo, R.I.P. fucking Pearl Studios.
Dude, seriously,
Building
bro.
Cook
isn't
Street.
there anymore.
Dude, the whole block is gone.
Yeah.
It's nuts,
Holy
man.
shit, bro.
Driving by.
And they're gonna build a fucking courthouse.
I heard they're gonna put it. Obviously, that building across the street is obsolete.
It's been obsolete.
Yeah, for the longest. But I heard that they're gonna hook Central Avenue up
It's fucking stupid.
through where Pearl's used to be. Because remember, Central Avenue ends right there.
Right, yeah.
They just want to,
Gonna
keep.
go right through.
So technically, there's no more Cook Street.
I guess it's gonna be
Once they connect them, there's no more Cook Street. It's
Now
gone.
I guess.
Cooked Street.
It's been
It's
cooked.
gonna be cooked. I don't know, man. I don't know. Well, back to you guys, man. I don't know. It's hard to let go of Pearl. Seriously,
Yeah, man.
it really is, man.
That's
It really.
history.
I think everyone in Hudson County, especially like Hoboken, Jersey City, that picked up an instrument, found themselves, at Pearl Studio, either by accident or you wanted to go there and do whatever.
You know who I found in Pearl Studios one time?
Who's that?
And his name is John Cena!
All right,
I found that guy there one time.
John Cena.
Passed
Pearl.
down in the bathroom.
Oh boy. You know what? But you know what? I bet you Gerald Pearl would have probably charged him for. You rented out the bathroom for 2 hours.
John Cena rent. John Cena rent.
John Cena, yeah, that's 2 hours there. I'm sorry. You get an
2 hour
hour.
minimum.
Yeah, you get an hour free on Fridays. Yeah. The best thing was like whoever when you guys rehearsed at Pearl, right? Obviously.
Oh, yeah.
So who was the one that made the call? To
Wait, for one missing?
Wait, did one
no,
missing
no, we
rehearse?
never.
never.
Never. We
Really?
we rehearsed in our fucking Goomba's basement.
Yeah,
That's right. Yes, you was. Oh, I thought that was. Oh,
And-
yeah, that's
and-
right. Yeah, you got banned.
If it wasn't Goomba's basement, we rehearsed in your basement.
Yeah, we did, didn't we?
Yeah, we never
No
went
shit.
to Pearl. We only went to Pearl to record because we needed a fucking spot
Right.
for the vocals.
Yeah, I remember we were all screaming on that one.
Yeah.
Oh, you have the
that
gang
dude Pablo,
vocals.
too.
For Vado's logos, yeah, we had gang vocals.
Nice. Well,
No, that was also
Oh,
Kaboom or Weed.
Weed, yeah, Weed. We had gang vocals on Weed.
nice, man. I don't know. It was just sad. I don't know. I can't let go of that place.
Yeah, no, man, that's
I can't, bro. I'm sorry. I can't do it.
It's done. It's gone. It's
I
over.
know it's gone, but it hurts.
yeah, it's Jersey City history.
yeah, right, exactly.
Almost every band I've been in has been.
Well,
in
now
that
that now they have a Jersey City rehearsal studio.
But yeah, but this is the whole thing. Is like I know this sounds stupid. I think I mentioned it to Dave. I think he ought to get a proclamation from the city of Jersey City.
Yeah, it's,
Yeah, absolutely.
it was an institution.
Yes, it was, man. You know how many people went through that place? Like,
Yeah.
But you know what, though, man? I'm gonna say this, bro, and I fucking love Joe Pearl to death, dude. But you know what? We care about that place more than he did.
Well, we needed it.
It's the
needed it, bro.
it's the
Maybe to
truth,
him it was
though.
just a business.
The
We
musicians
needed it.
cared about it more
Of
than
course,
the fucking
man.
than the
was-
fucking the leader.
That's why he made money.
You got to understand one thing,
Exactly.
man. Yeah, listen, I tell you where it comes from. Probably, well, at least I'm from.
Like I feel like we hold more nostalgia to the place than he
of
does.
course, man,
Well,
because
he worked there.
you got to understand one thing, man.
there.
Is the freaking the image of the whole thing. Where for a couple of bucks, some like 14, 15-year-old kid can plug into a Marshall.
Be a rock star.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
talking
like you
about?
got amps there you would
'cause-
never be able to
right, because
own.
what you owned at that time, you owned a little tiny PV
Yeah.
that you played in your
Right.
bedroom, right? So, like, dude, if I could get like $7, with another couple of guys,
Right.
I could play through a Marshall and like snap a real cool picture in front of it.
Because even with that PV, you had to turn it down.
Yeah,
But you
man.
go into the studio and you're like, yeah, bro.
Yes. I'll tell you one about PVs make good amps, but those little, but I call them bedroom PVs. The day you thought, these things is really loud, and you take it to someone's basement and play with a set of drums,
Oh, man. Yeah.
you're like, nah, these things aren't loud at all, bro. No, that 112 ain't that. What was it? The Bandit 112, right? With chorus.
It's not popping, dude. It's not popping.
It's not popping at all. Dave, what was your first name, Dave?
My first amp,
Yeah.
fucking, I don't know if it was a Gorilla or a Crate.
It's probably one of the two. The Gorillas are cool too.
Yeah, you always either start with a Gorilla or a Crate. I don't know which one it was. A
You know
Gorilla
what's
or
a cool
Crate.
thing about Gorillas? If you bought two of them, you could slave one to the other.
I said, well, in the One Missing Basement, I think I had two amps fucking connected
Yeah.
to try to be like a mini half stack
Yeah.
or whatever on
I'm
a
telling you.
dresser drawer to give it the height.
I'm telling you, bro, Gorillas, if you had two of them, you could slave one to the other.
Right.
But still sounding like a monkey, not a gorilla. Yeah. What about you, man? What's the first drum set you had besides the jazz set you?
Well,
he
the
was-
first set was a jazz set. It was my jazz set.
No, the one,
Oh, the
Not
upset,
not
upset
the
drum
upset
set.
upright,
set.
the
No, no.
upset, upright.
It
What was that?
I think my dad started buying it for me when I was like a kid, before I ever knew anything. He bought it in Pastor up in Union City.
Yeah.
Also, rest in peace, Pastors.
Yeah,
that's the
he
one,
started
too.
buying it like piece by piece, and then I think the owner then died or something. And
The
he-
father, yeah.
Yeah, so he just, I don't remember if he left him the rest of the set or just whatever. But I had this Rogers white jazz
Nice.
set, a little 3-piece. Yeah, it was, I was a kid. I grew up, I
right.
barely knew how to use it. But I grew up with that and then started using that in my first band, playing out of our house. And then because of One Missing is when I found my first drum set that I felt comfortable beating the living shit out of. It was
That
that
was a
Tom
fucking
Rockstar.
That was a nice fucking set, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, you're taking it back.
Yeah,
Tom Rockstar,
Tom
bro.
Rockstar.
That's
Bought it
Steven
for-
Adler all the way right there.
It's fucking what was it? Was it a dark blue or aqua blue?
It was like darkish blue. Yeah, like kind of dark blue. I don't even remember who the hell was selling it.
It was, I know. You bought off
Who
my
is that
friend
dude?
Raymond.
Raymond. Shit, yeah. He wanted $350 for it. We hit up an ATM. I didn't have change. Like
That was crazy, dude. It's
Because I had a job or
something.
something, and I was like 18, and I didn't,
Nice.
have bills back then. So I was like, yeah, let me fucking do this now. I need a drum set. And that drum set is currently, I still own it, but it's in Idaho with friends because I let them borrow it when I was in California. And I was like, you know what? Take it with your daughter plays awesome drums, even though she's a little
You know,
kid.
that is, dude. If that is a program that we could definitely do.
Mm-hmm.
In the course of being a musician, no matter what instrument you play, one instrument that you own is gonna magically disappear.
Mm-hmm.
Because someone's gonna come over and be like, I'm thinking about playing guitar or playing bass. You think I could borrow one?
Yeah.
you know, and I'll give it back to you in a couple of days.
Yeah, I have a bass of mine that's still on loan, 4 years now.
God damn.
That a friend of mine gave to me when I moved to California 10 years ago. So we took it to California, brought it back all the way back here, and then I lent it to a friend like a few months later, and that's 4 years ago.
You know what I would love to get, dude? The Samick bass I sold your brother.
With the what?
The Samick bass I sold your brother. The Sunburst Samick
Oh,
bass I sold Dave.
I lent that to him.
Wait, I sold it to you or did I sell it to Dave?
I think you sold like $80. The Sunburst. Yeah,
Yeah.
I bought that
All
for like
right.
$80. I lent it to him when he was living in Pennsylvania, and that was
It's gone.
15, 20 years ago, and it's probably still in Pennsylvania with his friend who was learning how to play bass. That's 2 basses I've lent out. He's still got none back. I left a guitar in Brooklyn at a friend's house, and it was just
Oh man,
that was the Kramer I bought off of Simmons.
you got oh, that was
And I had
a nice
one.
one.
I had a nice case.
Wait,
with
was
it
that
too.
the Explorer one?
No, not the one from Rupture. That was, I think Tim has that. Because I left that when I moved to California
Holy
too.
shit!
I know, man.
Dude, these are all like relics that
That's
are like
what I'm
fucking,
saying,
you know,
man.
all over the
Rolling
joint.
around.
They're
Yeah.
all over the joint. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, bro. You start tracking them down, like right. Holy shit!
Dude, we're gonna put together a supernatural. and we're gonna track down these fucking instruments.
We got
I'm telling you,
I
bro.
got a whole band on loan. The bass, 2 basses, the guitar.
We're coming out
The
for
other
those
guitar.
instruments, people. Get ready to give them back.
I don't even
Yeah,
know what
man.
happened to that Rogers set, man.
We're gonna find it.
Yeah.
Damn straight.
Yeah, man. That was,
But
that was, a, yeah,
One
that was a
missing,
real deal.
and it's our fucking
The
instruments.
one missing. the instruments have gone missing. Jesus Christ! I'm telling you, everyone has a story.
Yeah.
You know, somewhere along the line, you lent one out or you left it somewhere.
Yeah.
And
It just disappears.
Well, Matt's missing everything. We're gonna go find it now.
you got no band,
I
bro.
got nothing.
You know, give me a break. Yeah, so you guys, record this record and.
Yeah, we recorded. Our boy Rob recorded off of Tascam 8-track. You know, in multiple locations.
And got signed to
Got
freaking,
signed
to Lemon Records.
To Lemon Records.
When life gives you lemons, make a record.
There
There
you
you
go,
go.
man.
And I mean, you know, we fucking. I mean, some people may say it's not the greatest fucking thing, you know, but I mean, I think it's fucking great because we we pulled the shit out of our ass.
Yeah,
and
it was our
we created something. You
Well,
know?
you know, that's that's the magic of making a recording.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter, you know, at what level you're at, whether you're signed, unsigned, the garage band. You know, you got to look at the fact that when you plug up an instrument and you get this song going, it's static, right? And you put it on the piece of wax, and you put it on the CD or on a
Tape
2-inch tape or whatever, but it's static, but it comes together as something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's always, so it doesn't matter, man. It's like I said, it's freaking, it's art.
Right.
There really is. When people say music or it's like a Picasso. He took paint and he
Made
threw
this.
it up and bang, bang, and something came up out of it. And that's the same with music. It's static, and you put it on this thing, and it makes sense to some people, not to others.
Right. It's a moment in time.
Yeah,
captured.
exactly. It's like a photograph.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? It's like you froze it. You take the
Yeah,
picture and you froze it right there. Like, like right now, if I take a picture, 5 to 7, 6, whatever time it is, and you froze that moment in time. It's the same thing with music. You guys are here
Yeah, dude.
18 years later.
Yeah, with different people.
Fucking
we
crazy,
play different
dude.
And,
music.
you're
really
looking back
crazy.
at it, right? That was
Yeah.
18 years
But
ago,
this
man.
was that then. This was
Yeah.
us then.
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
And
I mean, when I listen to the record, and I listen to it a lot, dude. I mean, I'm not even fucking joking. I listen to it a lot. I remember every fucking nuance that we were doing when we were
Yeah.
recording it. Everything. You know, I mean, every little thing. Like I said, when I remember we recorded a donation. I remember me and Matt talking about like how we're gonna do the clicks on the fucking on the rim of the fucking snare and shit.
Nice.
You know, it's like, dude, it's crazy. And that picture right there, that's the room that we
Yeah.
recorded it in. That's the basement. You know, it's right. I mean, not the same drum set and everything, not the same day, but that's the actual room that we recorded the fucking drum tracks in.
nice.
Yeah, and I don't, speaking of like just the staticness of, I don't know how many songs that I've played drums on that I'm like, I don't know if this drum beat is right or this or that. But then once you record it and you hear it, you're like, you know what? That's perfect.
That's it, yeah, man.
That's how that song is from now on.
Absolutely.
because That's it.
Yeah.
But songs
Absolutely.
still grow.
You'd be surprised. When you listen to whatever record it may be, especially if you go back to like the 70s, where they already started perfecting the art of recording music.
Right.
Because up until that time, up until like I guess like the 60s, before equipment got really good, and you're right. Now we know what a recording studio should sound like, or how it should be built, what specs or whatnot. But when you listen to those records, whichever one, Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, or whatever, and you actually say to yourself, dude, how much of this record is a mistake that they just decided to leave alone? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh,
Like,
yeah, totally.
but we can't find it. But
Right,
if
we
you
don't
talk
know
to
it.
David Gilmour, like he'll be like, "Listen, dude, I fucked up right here."
Yeah.
There, and we're like,
But
dude,
you
that's
could be like, that's the best part.
so I totally understand what you're saying about that perfect beat. You know, yeah.
Yeah, because you'll forever, if it's your record, you'll forever know every little mistake you made on it. But like, let's say, Nirvana, Nevermind.
Yeah.
We love Nirvana. We listen to that record back and forth. We listen to every friggin' song 1,000 times, so we know exactly how this song is played, exactly how that song is played. The band, they recorded that, and then they went on to play the song live 1,000,000 times, and the songs grew, and the people changed, and this and that. So they don't, they couldn't nail exactly how the album was recorded because that was then, and then but we know it only as that. We know
Yeah.
that song.
I'll give
That's
you
ingrained.
I'll give you a little tidbit about Nevermind. I actually got to, I shouldn't say play, but bang on the snare drum that Dave Grohl used in that record.
Wow.
It wasn't his. It was actually a rental from Sire, SIR, right? Or SST, one of those music rental companies. And, a friend of mine that owns a drum shop came into possession of this. And because, it was rented and here, and it wound up in the East Coast somehow. And then whoever had it decides to sell it. And they were like, yeah, this is like, I have
This is
Dave.
the drum.
This is the drum. Well, actually, it wasn't the original skin that was still
Of
on
course,
it.
yeah, he probably killed
But
it.
I actually got to hold this thing. I'm like, dude, this is fucking ridiculous, man.
It's history.
Like, yeah, exactly. It's like you go and touch the Constitution.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. This is
Like,
the drum that was like,
that's exactly, bro. That's
Wow. That's awesome.
like you said, bro.
Yeah.
So yeah, I actually got to see that thing, dude. And you know what? You know what it was? It was like
It was a snare.
no, it was like it wasn't nothing like crazy, like a piccolo. Or nothing. It was like it was like a steel,
Like a 5-inch,
Yeah.
14. Yeah.
a steel pearl freaking snare, man. That was just mic'd the right way, and
Tighten
rolled,
the right way. And
In the
Dave
right
just
room.
grilled
and
the hell out
and
of
you
it.
had the right drummer
Yeah.
banging the shit out of it. But yeah, it was nothing like like these snares that they try to sell you now.
Yeah, where it's
Like
super high
aged
tech.
oak. This is a da 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 da, and we need 2,000 for this. No, it was like some generic set. But the thing is, like, I actually got to see it. I got to touch it. And I'm like, my fingernail, like, I got to hear it. It's pretty bugged out, man. Unbelievable.
Fuck you, motherfucker.
Fuck you. You got to see those bastards. I didn't.
Well, at least you touched what they did it with.
So where did you see Nirvana, Dave?
I saw it in
Roseland?
New York Coliseum,
All right.
1994, November 14th.
Was that the show that Axis fell asleep during?
No, that was The Cure when we
Oh, The
fell
Cure,
asleep.
right.
Well, you told me about that. You fell asleep at the Cure show.
Axis fell asleep during The Cure show, Radio City Music Hall, fifth fucking row. I'm like, how the fuck can you fall asleep to that? It's like, dude, he's like, I just fell asleep at the fucking Cure.
Listen, I got one for you, bro. And you're going to say about it. Yeah, for real. Guns N' Roses, Metallica, and Faith No More. All right. So what happens? I didn't have tickets for the show, right? I'm in summer school, right? I'm like, son of a bitch.
Kid.
Yeah, I failed. I think it was geometry. And I'm like bummed out that I don't have tickets to go to the show. So anyway, I never forget. I picked up a Guitar Player magazine because I had this big poster of Tony Iommi in it, right? So I take it, I go by it, I go to class, and I put the thing under my seat. And the girl sitting next to me is like, dude, I've been here like for 3 weeks. I didn't know you're into heavy metal. Like it was Tony Iommi and James Hetfield on the cover, right? She's like, I got tickets for tonight's show.
Oh, shit.
I'm like, no shit. She's like, yeah, I have an extra one. I'm like, motherfucker, bro.
Give me that shit.
Give me that shit. She's like, it's even better. My pops is driving me over there. I'm like, yeah, all right, come on, let's go. So, we go and I introduce myself. Hey, how you doing? Yada, yada, yada. To our family. Obviously, I knew who she was. So, he takes us over there. And, dude, I'm over there, like, rocking out. Like, all right, dude, we had really good seats. No, Faith No More, to me, bro, took the show. I'm a big
Yeah,
Faith
of
No
course.
More.
I
Yeah.
can't even believe they're playing with those two.
Dude. Dude, listen, I like all three bands, but
Faith No More.
yeah,
Yeah.
bro, seriously, no frills.
It was during Epic.
No, yeah.
No cock rock.
Yeah, no frills, no fucking bombs going off and shit, on stage and
The pyrotechnics are the music and the musicians.
and the fucking backup singers and
You're not beating Epic, dude.
you know what I'm saying? No, you're not. And these guys came out and killed it. Anyway, so Metallica comes in at the time. Oh, dude, you want to be in the snake pit? Whatever. Right? So they're rocking, they're doing their thing. I like them all. I like all three bands, like I said. And I'm over there. I'm like, dude, this is wow. And they're fucking loud, bro. I turn around. This girl's father is snoring. Dude, my man took his hat, bro. He does like that cowboy shit, bro. He's fucking passed out, bro. How can he fucking do this
Wake
shit?
me up for November rain.
Yeah, exactly.
But this is the thing. No, wait a second. I'll give you the perfect story. He's, bro, nodded the fuck out. It happens to be the guy was a police officer. Right. I guess he must have worked overnight and he has to take his daughter to the show with their friends. So he's probably like, dude, I got to sleep. Right. So during Faith No More, he was sleeping too. But I figured during Metallica, this guy's going to be up with the bombs.
Louder.
Anyway, so going during Faith No More, the guy is like snoring. And freaking Mike Patton goes off into this rant about, dude, Jimmy Hoffa's buried here. And yada, yada, yada. I don't know on what side of the stadium, but I feel like digging him up, and I want to butt fuck him on stage. Dude, this girl's father sprung up from a dead sleep like, what the fuck did he just say? Yes.
Go back to sleep, Daddy. Just wants to butt fuck Jimmy Hoffa's corpse.
All right, Daddy.
Yeah. So
I can sympathize with
what about you,
maybe not
Mark?
for the Cure, but
Any landmark shows you've been to, like stick out in your mind? I've been to so many of them.
I remember I got to play Meadowlands once with the Dickinson Marching Band.
Oh, you bastard.
No shit.
That was fun.
I got to play in the Meadowlands, like football. Yeah.
I just saw wrestling in the Meadowlands. Never got to play football or drums in the Meadowlands.
Freaking Chris Coppinger used to prostitute across the street.
Dude, bro, he's not.
telling you.
I feel fucking sorry for this kid,
bro. You never, bro. That's that other name. You call him like Murph and His name was Truck Stop Chris back in the day.
Fucking
Telling
he's the last of the ballroom brawlers.
Well, you have to be tough in that profession.
Sounds like there's plenty of ballroom,
right? You have to be tough in that profession. But anyway,
poor guy.
Shows. What about you? Come on, you got to be
I
one.
saw Green Day at Tower Records.
Nice.
In like
Sweet.
98 or
Yo,
something.
remember when we fucking did the fucking we had a fucking boombox tape, and we went to fucking the record store on 33rd
Limp
Street
Bizkit?
for and one missing dude. It was me, Matt, Goomba, and Axis, and fucking Orgy was supposed to be signing records at that record store on 33rd Street in Broadway.
I remember those guys.
We went there, dude.
Vaguely, right?
I think I saw them like at the Ozfest Orgy, right?
Now dig this though, Zeus. Dig this. We went there with a fucking cassette tape. Now we'll play the cassette tape in a minute. We'll play one of the songs off it. But we went there with a boombox in the crowd. And then we were like, yeah, yo, and Axis is going off and doing this thing. And we were like, and they were like, well, what are you guys here to do? Yo, we're here to get signed by Korn, man. Fuck that. Yo, Orgy got signed by them here in the demo. We got a demo in this fucking radio right here. And we had like 2 people or 3 people like, yeah, yo, you gotta do it, man. So we went walking to the front of the fucking place. And they're like, oh, man, we had like a fucking 2 or 3 people that felt like a crowd. Like, yeah, they're gonna get signed by Korn, yeah. And we're walking in, we see the dudes from K-Rock and shit. And we fucking played them the fucking tape. And they're like, oh, well, we can't really hear nothing, man. You get a better recording. We're like, nah, fuck that, man. Yo, they got signed by Korn by here to demo tape. We're here to get signed by Korn. It was just fucking bugged out, dude.
Yeah, Axis had the good ideas.
Bro, that is... Now that freaking...
That was his fucking idea to go over there.
You guys, bro, you guys just brought up that name. Now that's going to kill me. Now I have to listen to these guys again, yes. I saw them at an Ozfest. I don't remember which one. But I remember because they had that they covered that
covered
song.
Blue Monday,
yeah. How does it feel? Yeah, I remember that, man.
To get paid by somebody else's
I think you know what, man. I think it was the Ozfest that Marilyn Manson was ripping pages of the Bible out. I think that was the one. Seriously, and I think I remember because Typo was on the small stage
That
with
was in
that
the
too.
metal. That was in the Meadowlands.
I was in the Meadowlands,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, man.
My boy Marcos lost his sneakers and Jesus Krispies drove him back home.
Yeah, man. Freaking, I remember that one. Probably like the worst Ozfest.
Pantera was there too that
Yes,
night.
they were.
Yeah, they
Probably
toured.
like the worst Ozfest I went to was on Randall's Island because I found myself, bro, in a ball field in August, and it was like 100 and something degrees.
Dude, that was a death trap.
No shade. It's a ball field. There's nowhere to go.
Yeah, how much was water?
Yeah,
Dude,
$50
like
a bottle.
$1,000. but I became a fan of a band that I wasn't a fan of.
Somebody
And
gave
that
you-
was System of a Down.
Yeah, they probably gave you a bottle of water, dude.
I could not stand those guys. You know, with their first record with like, Sugar. Remember? But dude, when they came out with that second record, right? I'm like, you know, I don't like these dudes. And they just opened up. I'm like, holy shit. These dudes are fucking great, bro.
I like them, but they ripped off One Missing totally.
Yeah, definitely, bro. Absolutely. I could definitely hear it, man.
They ripped our off our just
Your
being,
Armenian heritage, yeah.
being buck wild.
Yeah, Dave, I can tell by your sandy
Well, dude,
blonde hair.
but think about this though, man.
How many sandy blonde Armenians are there?
Think about this though,
Apparently
dude.
one.
Think about this, man. How many? They're another fucking band that was influenced by Mr. Bungle. How many motherfucking bands back there were influenced by Mr. Bungle, dude?
Listen, just like I always tell you, Dave, is, you know, we got to go back. Like you could, Mr. Bungle, but dude, you got to ask yourself this question: from that era, how many bands were influenced by King's X? That's the key right there. King's X and Mr. Bungle probably influenced like that whole like new metal movement, because like I told him, King's X came out and they dropped their first album in 1987, and to me, I'm like a music historian. It was the first record that the entire record was played.
Literally,
in-
they fucking
in
just
drop
like this
D
and went,
tuning.
boom.
Yeah, the whole record was in drop D. You know, because back bands that was a song.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right. This is our drop D song.
He swears that they invented drop D.
No, not that
don't know.
not that they invented drop D. Of course not. No,
Well, I'm
no.
saying, but like they were the first band to do drop D.
consistently.
And an entire record in drop D.
I'm still iffy on that.
All right, because don't forget, like, you know, you listen to a lot of records back in the day, especially like in the '60s, when they started like adding sitars. You
Yeah,
know, like
right.
that whole Middle Eastern shit. Don't forget like sitars and all the Middle Eastern restaurants. You hear me? Instruments are like pretty
weird
much
tunes.
drones that even if you pick, it's gonna play a note. So a lot of bands adapted to that, and you drop D and you play it open. It's a note. It's a drone. So
You know who invented drop D?
it was
One Missing.
actually no. It's actually you know what? It was Chris Carpenter invented.
But he was a part of One Missing.
Yeah, see, Chris Carpenter was
He was that guy in the background, you know, the guy behind the curtain we didn't want nobody to look at.
Yeah, bro. He was actually what do you call
He
that?
played cowbell.
No, he had a more important job. He was One Missing. He was a groupie. And, I'm telling you, that son of a bitch. I can't wait to get him, bro. November 17th, folks. Tune in.
Poor cop.
Anyway, you got that basement tape you was talking about?
Actually, what were we talking about? Yeah,
About
yeah.
the basement tape. No, we got
Yeah.
sidetracked by.
Oh yeah. Oh,
yeah.
definitely. I forgot about that. No, I didn't, because it's a One Missing song.
It's a One Missing song.
I'm very
and
fucking.
this was
I'm pro One Missing.
It's ingrained in your membrane.
yeah, that's right. This was the tape that you took to play in front of Orgy.
Oh yes, actually. Oh yeah, wait. Yeah, you're right. I forgot. Yeah, we took this fucking tape. We didn't meet Orgy though that fucking day, man. But
You know what, bro? Chances are, I think your life turned out all right without meeting Orgy.
yeah, dude.
I'm
Yeah.
glad I didn't.
Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure Orgy would love to come here and do a show.
But you know
Get
what?
us on the. Actually, speaking of like forgotten bands, there's actually one that's playing like somewhere around it. POD.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Do they still feel so alive?
They love One Missing.
Yeah.
I know that for a fact.
Bro, they've been missing for a long time, bro.
They know they love 1 minute. They're gonna love this fucking song off our fucking. Actually, this fucking stereo tape, bro. We recorded this over fucking stereo with
From the basement.
From the basement.
Not from the dungeon.
No, this is from the basement. We recorded this at Goomba's house in his basement with one mic, and we had this was when we were a 5-piece. I was lead guitar, Goomba was rhythm guitar, and we had a female bass player named Adrian. You know,
Hey, yo, Adrian.
Hey, yo, Adrian. Yo, but she fucking, she fucking rocked it, dude. And
So I guess, she filled gaps, so you needed a bass player?
well, I mean, she was,
what are you doing?
I mean, I don't know, man. She was just fucking, she fit the fucking part.
There you go.
I mean, never played a show with us, but I mean, she learned the fucking, 4 or 5 songs.
Good.
You know?
That's another thing, too. Every band, for some reason, always had, like, that relief pitcher. Right? You know what I'm talking about? Like that dude
Somebody
that wasn't a
hanging
drummer, wasn't a guitar player or bassist, but somewhere along the line, he learned to play the songs.
Yeah.
That was JP. He learned how to play Lost
See?
Friends. JP played Lost Friends with us, and he loved it.
I'm telling you, bro. Every band had one. That's why
That was our number 1 fan.
Remember, if you're a roadie, learn your band songs.
Right, man. Look at Pat Smear. He was
right.
technically a member of Nirvana.
Yeah,
3-piece band, but he was a member.
well, yeah.
exactly.
Wow. What a figure. Pat Smear.
Yeah, he was a musician, but he got in with one of the biggest bands.
Yeah.
of all fucking rock ever.
But even on his own right.
He's got his own
nasty.
career. Yeah, he's
The
not just a
Germs.
roadie.
The
Yeah, of
Germs.
course.
The Germs.
He probably influenced Nirvana, but
the Meat Puppets for a while.
was he in the Meat?
I don't think so. But
No.
maybe a fucking touring musician.
Yeah. I think
He was
for a
making
little
fat
bit.
checks.
Yeah, big
But
time.
now he's Foo Fighters, and he's
Yeah, the
fucking.
Foo
He
Fighters.
is the check.
But he was doing that for a while, though, right? The Foo Fighters, right?
He was in it and then out of it.
For the first 2 albums, he was in it. Then he left for another 2 albums and came back, and now he's part of Fat Checks.
Yeah.
Fat
We got
Checks.
Lemon Records.
He's
They're
got
Fat
that gold
Checks.
money. He's growing in the dough.
He's growling in the dough.
I tell you, one of his probably performances that goes under the radar was that Unplugged with Nirvana.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
like, yeah, bro, he killed it
Play
on
with
that,
the Meat
man.
Puppets there.
You know that
Yeah,
fucking guitar he uses in the fucking Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. That acoustic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's in the Hall of Fame, dude.
You know, my sneaker was in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I donated it.
You know who else was in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Fucking one missing.
I'll tell you, I'll tell you what happened. You know, over at Roseland, I stepped on.
You donated it?
I stepped on
A
my
donation.
famous sweat.
He had donation did.
Yeah, I donation did over there.
Hey, this is
Many
my one
things.
missing sneaker going to the Hall of Fame.
There you go. Yeah, bro. So actually, no, it's a size 15, so it looks more like an archaeological dig. Like we found this from.
You're like, yo, this is Shaq's sneaker.
Yeah, bro. I'm telling you, I'm the only dude that goes scuba diving without fins, bro. It's beautiful.
I got nothing on that one, but that
Yeah, the funny thing is, bro, going back to the whole big feet thing, right? Is it always happens when it snows. I love to see people's reaction that are walking behind me, right? And you're like, all right, that's the fool that's laying out the path. Let me
Yeah.
like follow his
Follow this
steps
guy.
up so I don't bust my ass. And then you see them looking down like, holy shit. I can feel like 2 or 3 feet in this guy's. That's one thing about having big feet. When it comes to mud and snow, that's the dude
good.
to be.
Yeah.
I'm good. You ain't going down. Now try to find a pair of shoes.
Four-footed. Yes.
Order those
Or-
shits from online, one missing style.
Yeah. Or find a set of staircase that more than 3/4 of your foot doesn't hang off of. Like here, I have to go down step by step.
Yeah.
Literally, because I only have like my heel. I'm like, dude, I have
you
to
can-
hold down or I'm going down face first.
That's crazy.
But anyway, dude, we've been putting off this basement and we're getting sidetracked with stories.
Well, you know what? We're gonna always say, well, that's how one missing rolls.
That's how one missing rolls.
You know, if you had Goomba and Axis here, dude, it'd be a fucking
Well,
party.
you
Bro.
know,
You'd be
hey.
fucking popping off rockets and shit, dude.
Listen, bro. You know the one story with Axis.
Oh, dude, let's get.
I only got to
hold
meet him
on,
once.
hold on.
man.
We'll get to this after this one, bro. We'll do that love sex thing after
Yeah,
this.
yeah. I
one.
only got to meet him once, and like I said, I found out it was him years later, and I actually feel bad when I, heard the news.
But at the time, he didn't rub you the right way.
No, and you know,
Oh, save it, man.
Yeah.
You egged them on, man.
Duh.
You egged them on.
Duh.
One missing.
You
style.
almost had him go, bro.
No. Yeah, let's listen to the basement tape
do
and we'll
this.
get to
This is
that.
the basement tape, bro. This is actually you can get all this stuff for free on my Bandcamp for Dee Rotten. I got all the fucking One Missing. Well, not this, but I got the LP for free up there. So if anybody wants to download the LP, just go to www.drotten.bandcamp.com.
I recommend it.
And fucking, you can download whatever I have up there, bro, for free, bro. I don't charge for no music, man, because we make it for you motherfuckers. And this is a fucking band stereo version with Adrian on bass, Goomba on second guitar, me on guitar, Matt on drums, Axel on vocals. And, yo, remember, man, you don't need a fucking super Pro Tools, bro, thing to fucking record something cool, bro. Just get a fucking stereo, plug a fucking microphone into the fucking headphone jack, and just hit record on a tape deck, dude, if you guys know what tape decks are. And
Well, you got phones now.
yeah,
You don't need a
yeah,
mic.
seriously. Well, just hit record on your fucking phone, and you don't need a fucking Pro Tools, man. Here we go, bro. Don't get fucking banned by your friend Goomba in the basement by fucking not doing stupid shit. Motherfucker,
And
dude.
we're back from the.
That was a double cut.
That was a double cut because it allowed us the opportunity to go relieve ourselves
Yeah.
after a couple of beers.
That was fucking band, and that was Lost Friends double cut. That was the 5-piece.
That was it.
The band. And band has nothing to do with CBGB. It has another story behind it, right?
What are you talking about? Oh no,
The song band.
Oh, the fucking band. Yeah,
fucking
man.
band, yeah.
Well, actually, I think we did discuss that before. I don't know, but well, I'll say it again to everybody else. We came up with a song for. Well, actually, I wrote the song "Fucking Band" because I mean, I had the whole fucking riff and everything, solo and stuff. Well, me and Matt came with the drum beat. I can't fucking take drum beats, fucking. You know, I don't play drums. He came with. He had the drum beat for the fucking riff that I created. You know, and he fucking brought life to it with me. And it was all about fucking if you piss Goomba off or if you didn't do what he told you to do, you were fucking banned from doing anything in his house.
No soup for you.
That's it. He was the original
Basement Nazi.
Soup
He was
Nazi.
the basement Nazi.
Basement Nazi.
But yeah, man, that was we had Adrian on bass, man. We had a
That's right. The
female bass
one-time
player.
female bassist
Yeah, man.
of One Missing.
It was crazy, but that was actually before we did that demo before we even fucking did a demo or played shows. We were a basement band for like a year.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds familiar, like Mama Lou, bro. We've been a basement band like for
Maybe Mama Luke's a fan of One Missing. I know that for a fact.
Very distinguished
absolutely.
like that.
That's the way we are. That's how we roll.
Telling you.
Give me a break. Yeah, I'm telling you, going back to that Coppinger fella, bro. Son of a bitch.
He's fucking banned.
Carpenter ever
Dude,
fucking...
he's banned. For real.
Poor guy, dude.
Bring him in next week to talk about why he's banned.
Yeah, we're like, dude, this song's for you.
Banned. Yo, we'll play that song for
Kaboom.
him.
Every version is for you.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, you got to tag him on this when you post it. 'Cause
Oh, of course.
He
You're
needs
like,
to
yo,
be-
Carpenter, Big Zeus said you're fucking banned.
You got a lot of shout outs. I don't know if you want any of them, but you got them.
An abundance.
And
of it.
we're good friends and bandmates. Go figure,
There
right?
you go.
You know, if you tune in next week, you're gonna hear some really crazy stories that are absolutely true.
What were you asking before we fucking went to this fucking stereo break?
I don't know.
You were asking something you wanted to
Explore.
love
The,
sexies kind
yeah,
of
your-
stuff.
Oh no, you
Your
no. Wait.
experience with
Yeah.
Axis.
Well, the one experience, I didn't know who this guy was. Obviously, I didn't know who you guys
Same
were.
as
Yeah.
my story,
Hey,
same
hold
as
on.
his story.
Hold
We
on,
didn't know
hold on.
who he was before we knew who he was.
Hold on. I got this for you, bro.
You got the picture?
Hold on. I got no picture. You know what? Actually, I will put the picture. The picture will be up on this fucking right up here. The
Okay.
picture will be right here or will be right here.
All right.
Or maybe right there or right here. But that
got
picture's
one
gonna
right
be
here.
that picture's gonna be somewhere. Actually, no, it's gonna be here, man.
It'll be here.
You know,
Somewhere.
It's
somewhere.
here now.
It's here now. You just
Not
you know
in
what,
real
we
time, but
we
in
don't
recording
see it.
time.
But in
But
real time, yeah,
but yo.
exactly. The Matrix.
Big Zeus is gonna fucking say what he fucking first thought of Axis when he first saw him.
Well, you guys come into Love Sexies, you know.
Bum rush the show.
Yeah, you know.
One missing style.
Yeah, man. But anyway,
Kaboom.
We kaboomed them.
you know,
we played the whole LP there too.
Hmm?
I've seen many bands there. Like as I was saying earlier. So you know, like the local bands, I could like go off the top of my head saying this one and that one. I've seen these guys before. These cats are cool, but I until Dave brought it up, I don't remember you guys, right? And he's always telling me, you know, my band, we used to play there, blah blah blah. Blah. Drew a blank.
Motherfucker knew everybody, but didn't know fucking One Missing.
I didn't, right? And, you know, and like I said,
Because
I
you're unique.
That's why I was like, yo, man, you ain't the fucking man, dude. You don't know everything.
He put out. He remember one time on the Vault. He put out that disc, and I'm like, I know everyone on that band. Table 57. I know Trish. I know this one. I know the cats from Evil Adams, but there's like one missing. I'm like, dude, I don't know you guys. But
fucking made me hurt, dude.
but I know him, from DM.
Yeah.
You know, when we used to rehearse at Pearl. And I met him, and he's telling me, I'm like, dude, I have
Breaking it down.
I have no knowledge of you guys. So, like, finally, like 2 or 3 years ago, like 2 years ago, he puts up a picture from Love Sexy.
One fucking picture.
One
dude.
picture, and I'm like, son of a bitch, that's him.
I know you
Manson
motherfuckers.
Catcher. He's like,
You call him Manson Catcher.
He's like, Manson Catcher. Who the fuck is man? I'm like, that dude. He had them freaking them eyes.
Remember he dressed up like a fucking.
He had the catcher's
And he had the
catcher's
catch.
mitt shit.
He had the. I'm like, holy shit! So me and like, a couple of friends of mine were hanging out one day. Oh boy, that particular evening, a couple of friends of mine were there. I'm like, look at this fucking guy. It's fucking Manson Catcher. I don't know what I don't care what band he's in. I don't care what his name is. That is fucking Manson Catcher.
Axis,
And everyone
aka
starts
Manson
calling
Catcher.
him Manson Catcher. So what happens? You know, like Dave alerted to earlier, him and Vargas were talking about something with money or people that came in if he didn't count them right or whatever.
Yeah, Vargas fucked us that night.
You know,
that was the first of many fucks by Vargas towards me.
He. Matter of fact, you know what? If I gotta show you the flyer.
You want to know how we got that show?
How you get that show?
We fucking me and Sour were like, yeah, we were gonna go try to get a fucking show last night. So we each had the fucking cassette demos.
Because I remember
We went
Sour,
there,
man.
We called fucking Vargas and he came looking out the window and he lowered down a basket and we put the fucking tapes in the basket and he's like, all right, we're gonna have you guys on blah 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 day at blah 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 time. be there.
I'm gonna give you a story on John Vargas.
And that's how the fucking show
Did
happened.
you make you put the lotion in the basket?
And we were like, yeah, we got Bruce Wish, we got Table 57, we got Evil Adam for the night. It was like, that was the big fucking night. And Vargas was like, cha-ching.
I got one for you with John Vargas.
What do you got?
All right. So, me and my boys, we get out. We're hanging out, and I don't even know if Love Sexes was still open at the time. This is in the 2000s. We're hanging out in Hoboken. We just came back from somewhere.
I think
forgot
that shit was
from where.
closed.
It was probably closed, but he still lived upstairs. We're driving by the police station because before we went to any diner in Hoboken at 3 a.m, we had a tradition. Let's drive around till we see a fight.
Oh, they're going to say, let me drive past
Right?
Love Sexes and
No,
laugh.
I mean, this is Hoboken on a Friday or Saturday night.
Happens.
You're not
didn't
going
see-
to be driving around too long to see a fight. So
Wait,
that was,
did you see the ballroom towel, the last of the ballroom
No, fuck
ballroom
him.
tough guys?
that motherfucker was still home eating fucking.
He was looking
Ice
for
cream or
competitor
whatever.
fighting.
Anyway, we're coming back from, I forgot where we were at. We're hanging. We're driving through Hoboken. Like, all right, let's go look for a fight. Let's see something.
Ding, ding.
All right, so we're driving by the police station, and there's this body laid out on the sidewalk.
God
Right?
damn, dude.
Just laid in front of the police station. It's just laid out, all dressed in black.
Don't tell me it was
the
Axis, dude.
cops-
gotta be
Don't fucking tell me it was
Wait a
Axis,
second.
dude.
And the freaking cops are there, and the ambulance is there. And we're driving by real, so we can't see who it is. Black pants, black shoes, black shirt. We can't see who it is because they're working on this person.
Blonde hair, blue eyes.
So my
Catcher's
friend,
mitt.
my friend Rich is in the back seat of the car. He's like, dude, can you imagine if that would be Vargas that got laid out in front of the police station? We're like, yeah, there ain't no fucking Vargas. We drive away, right? We go do what we're gonna do. I go home. I get a phone call at 6:30 in the morning from the hospital. Yeah, there's a person here. We cannot identify him, but for some reason he keeps bleeding. He's drunk. He keeps giving us your number and call him. You know what I'm saying? What are you talking about? He's like, yeah, it's a gentleman. He's like, he looks Asian. He got long hair. And he only can remember your number. It was fucking John Vargas.
Oh my god.
Came back smashed from the city. And he fell down, getting out of a cab, and banged his head on the freaking curb.
You know what's fucked up?
And dude, we drove by. We're like, yo, can you imagine that? That's Vargas. And I get a call from the hospital. Like, yeah, he's like mad combative. He's drunk, and he just can call Zeus. Call Zeus. He knows what happened. I'm like, so the police. There's a cop. There's a cop. I'm like, dude, yeah, how you doing, Zeus? This is Zeus, yeah. This guy keeps mentioning your name. He keeps giving me your number. Can you come to the house? I'm like, listen, I went to sleep like 2 hours ago. I don't know what happened to this guy. I wasn't with him.
He says you drove by.
He's like,
Didn't do anything.
yo, so click. No, the cop is like, so who is this guy? Because they can't go into your
Right.
pockets, because he was still conscious, so
Right.
they can't go into your pockets and pull your wallet. And I said, listen, his name is John Vargas. That's what I can tell you. And I go, all right. About 9 o'clock, I get a call from John Vargas. Dude, my fucking head's killing me, bro. How much did we make last night? I'm like, John, I haven't worked at Love Sexes in 2 years. Because he thought, like he got robbed.
Oh,
But he was fucked up. He was in the city. He didn't remember anything. The only thing he remembered was my number and my name. He's
so
like,
fucked up. He blacked out the past
yeah.
2 years.
He's like, dude, how much you make last night?
you know what, man? That's what he fucking gets for fucking robbing one missing,
Hey,
bro.
How much did we make off a Manson catcher?
Yeah, seriously.
So
They had the whole fucking place packed.
so going back to Manson Catcher and how the name came, obviously, he had the whole setup.
Catcher's
The
chest
chest
pad
protector and the
protectors.
shin guards, and he had
He
those.
bought all that shit that night from the fucking that day from the what was it from the Goodwill.
and he has those things in his eyes, those damn freaking lenses.
I got the best outfit tonight.
Right. So we're like, dude, that's fucking Manson Catcher. That's it. That's bottom line. So, so like I said, there's a couple of friends of mine. So
So
him and Vargas.
wait. So we were out catching Manson. That's what the one thing was.
Trying
Trying to catch Manson.
Yeah, catch Manson. So he comes up to me. He's like, dude, what's up with our money? I'm like, I'm security. You got to speak to Vargas on that. And he's like, okay, no problem. So Vargas comes over. He's behind the bar, and he came over to talk to him, and they got into some beef about how many people
Access
came
was
through.
our delegate for money.
Vargas.
Send the drunk one.
Vargas is explaining to him how it works. You keep the first 10, and you guys keep whatever's after that. Oh, I don't know about that. We should get the whole door because we brought in the most people. And he's like, but yeah, but we keep the first 10, and then he starts like, pulling his chest out, right? And I'm like, son of a bitch, bro.
Couple drinks on him.
I'm like,
what are you gonna do?
Yo, and I got my friends are there.
The catcher's fucking been up.
Exactly, right? So, in particular, my friend from Fredo Morales and my friend Rich were right there. I'm like, dude, if there's ever a person to knock out, it's fucking Manson Catcher. You know what I'm saying? That's the dude, right? So, it never happened. They squashed it. They figured out whatever it was, and
No, it didn't. It got squashed, but we still got fucking robbed.
it got squashed or whatever, right? And then my friend Rich, he likes to fuck with me. He's a cool cat. Turns around, he's like, dude, you should have done it anyway. I'm like, for what? I don't know this guy. You know what I'm saying?
What if he is Manson?
For what? But the thing was, for years, that was the running joke between us.
Manson Catcher.
He's like, dude, I seen Manson Catcher the other day. I seen Manson. And then, we had, remember Manson Catcher? And like I said, Dave puts up a picture like 2 years ago. And I'm like, son of a bitch.
That's Manson Catcher.
It's from fucking Love Sexy Slash. So the drag pipe sticker on the wall with the red seal. I'm like, son of a bitch. It's Manson Catcher. One missing. Dave.
Now I know who you are.
And it's you.
And I tell him the story. He's like, son of a bitch. And he just tells me, like, listen, he found his way out of a window on 40 Deuce like 2 or 3 years. I'm like, son of a bitch, for real. Fuck, and then,
Not a window on the roof.
On the roof. Then the story wasn't funny any longer. I'm like, son of a bitch. Oh, man. I mean, I didn't know the guy, but
Right, yeah.
but for
Yeah, he
years,
was a legend.
it was like like
love
15 years after the the incident, Manson
remember him.
Catcher. I can call up Rich right now. I can call up Fred. I can call, yo, Manson Catcher. Yeah, that motherfucker, Manson Catcher. So that's my one story I have on friggin'
You want to call him up?
who?
Your boy Rich?
Yeah, why not?
He made an impression, Axis did.
Yeah, we do a reach out, bro. Let's see.
Yeah, I want to hear somebody else's fucking thing on fucking Axis.
While you dial, I'll go back to the time machine idea. If there was one show that I could play that we might have almost played, if I can go back in the time machine.
Wait, we almost played a fucking cool show?
Yeah,
They
because
were all fucking cool.
well, our first show we were supposed to play. The guy died, like the owner of the club or something, or the promoter. It was like the Pipeline or some shit in Newark.
Yeah, we got fucked out of that one,
The guy
dude.
died. That wasn't a good sign. But Axis wanted to take our instruments and just figure out a setup, go to fucking Times Square, New Year's Eve, 1999,
I remember
and just
that.
play somewhere live, just
Yeah,
to
what
be
up,
there.
Rich? You got like 3 minutes you could spare? All right, check it out. Listen, I am here doing my podcast, and I got to do a telephone reach out. Okay, I am interviewing members of One Missing, the band fronted by Manson Catcher. And I need a witness to collaborate my story. Yeah, brother.
You're on.
Okay.
You're on the air, brother.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, this is my very good friend of mine, Rich Ruperto. Welcome to the podcast, brother. From the Dungeon
I guess
Podcast.
it's not on there. Wait. Suspiria. Suspiri.
All right.
Sorry, no. I was
Fandango,
okay, so I'm here live.
you're here live on From the Dungeon Podcast with the members, the present members of One Missing.
You're live, man.
You're live. We got Dee Rotten, guitarist,
AKA Dr. Douchebag.
and we got Matt on drums, and we were just talking
AKA
about
Matt.
AKA
Matt.
Foamy Squish.
Holy squish.
And we were over here talking about the infamous night when One Missing played Love Sexies. And the imminent beatdown of that never happened of Manson Catcher. Take us back to that evening, Rich, please.
Okay, if I recall, can I name names or?
Yeah, you can name names
Dude,
around the board.
Do it off, bro.
Okay, so we can name some names. We were there one night at Love Sexy, just hanging out, checking out the bands and stuff. It was myself, my boy Ed, my boy Fred, our friend Sean, and it might be one other person I can't recall, but we were all just chilling, hanging at the bar. The band that went on, which we all couldn't stop joking on the front man because he had the catcher's like equipment that a professional ball player would wear. We're like, oh, okay. But he had a Marilyn Manson look going on. So we were just like, okay, we weren't sure what look he was looking for. Was he trying to go Axl Rose or was he going Marilyn Manson? Was he going Gary Carter? We don't know. We don't know what's going on. So we're like, okay, whatever. So this guy, from what we heard from the promoter, John, that he was supposed to bring in a lot of people. It was pretty much empty when these guys came on. So it was like, all right, whatever. We're still chilling at the bar. The night's progressing, blah, blah, blah. We're still drinking and stuff like that. And at the end of the night, John was paying off most of the bands. Our friend, Manson Catchers, we'll call him, decided he didn't like the take of what he was going to get at the end of the night. And he was lucky that he got anything. And he just decided, like, you know what, he wasn't going to have this. So he went back and came back, I guess, with a few of his band members or some people that he knew. Say, like, look, motherfucker, you're going to give me, you're going to give me the money that I deserve. John was just like, look, you said you're going to bring all these people. Nothing happened. You only brought like 5 people. I'm going to pay you for 5 people. No, this is what you're going to get, and that's it. So this kind of went on back and forth, and we sort of noticed that the 4 people that he brought with him were like starting to like come up a little closer. So Zeus was outside. He comes in. He sees it. And he's like, oh, okay. We, all 4 of us that were there, we had instant telepathy. So it was just like, okay, time to get into position. Shit's going to go down. So we're all like, we're all seeing what's going on. We see the guys in the back, and we're all moving into position. Ed gets up like just a little slowly to move to the side right by John. Zeus is right behind John. Our boy Freddie moves to the opposite end, so he's literally by where Manson Catcher and John are like literally face to face to each other now. And Manson Catcher just decided to get really brave and was just like, no, you're going to give us our fucking money. Your shit's going to really go down. You're not going to like what's going to happen. And John decides, like, with a big smile on his face, he goes and says it, and we were just like, it's really going to go down. He just says, you ain't going to do shit, with a big smile. The tension was just fucking palpable. You can fucking taste it. So we're all like there, like, somebody's going to jump. Somebody's going to jump. Who's going to be Froggy first? So eventually nothing happened, but just the moment there that we were just like, ooh, it was going to go down. It was going to go down.
Yeah.
Go down.
And like I was telling these guys, Rich, for years, we were like, yo, remember Manson Catcher? Like every time we got together at a party or something, we're getting drunk or whatever, and we, yo, whatever happened to Manson Catcher? Right? See, look, you see what I'm talking about? And this is the reaction that you get from the other 2 dudes that he mentioned.
Right.
Where, dude, it's like Manson Catcher. And again, going back to the picture on Facebook, I tag him and Fred. I'm like, look at this picture I found on Facebook. And what happened?
And I was
oh
like,
shit, it's Manson Catcher. That's what he
that's the
puts.
response, like, holy shit, Manson Catcher.
Then some other guy responds like, yo, that's not funny. That's my friend. He killed himself. I'm like, well, we weren't, I think Rich knew him. And he explained to him what happened, like briefly on Facebook. But yeah. Yeah, man. So, all right. I know we took up your time, but hold up one second because we just cleared the Manson Catcher thing. Okay, and I need another collaboration on the story from Love Sexies. That day that we're driving by the police station.
Oh,
Look at that. He starts laughing already.
Oh, man.
knows?
Go ahead, Rich. What happened? We're driving by the police station. We just spoke about this like 5 minutes ago.
Oh, wow. The time that we were driving around and we saw John Vargas being freaking put in a gurney.
Oh, Jesus.
That's the one, dude. We're driving by, and like this, like I said, it's a black figure on the ground. Black shirt, black pants, black boots, and the boots are perfectly sticking up.
What is it, Boys of Time bomb?
It was like 12. It was like 12 o'clock. Yeah, we're driving by the
shoes,
cops and
broke
the,
head.
the cops and the EMTs. You see them busting open all them little like
Ambulance.
they cleaning them up or whatever. And as we're driving by, Rich goes, "Dude, that looks like Vargas' shoes for some reason." And we're laughing our asses off. That's not fucking Vargas. Why would it be in front of the police station on the floor? And sure enough,
Yeah.
I get the call at 6 o'clock in the morning from the hospital. The cop calling me, "Dude, do you know this guy? He looks Asian. He's all dressed in black. And he keeps yelling out your name and your number." I'm like, "Yeah, that's John Vargas." And then he makes him, like I said, he calls me up like around 9 o'clock. "Yo, how much we do last night?" I'm like, "I don't know." Then he called up Rich. "Rich, how much we get on the
Yeah.
door?" And they're like, "Rich." Rich is like, "Dude, John, I wasn't working last night." Remember that?
That was funny. I can also remember he called me up from my job. I had to work weekends one time, and he called me up, and he's like, "Hey, Rich, how much do we make that night?" Because I was working the door, and I was like, "Yeah, the money is where I left it." I'm like, "John, are you calling from the hospital?" He's like, "Yeah. How do we do?" I was like, "What are you doing? Go back to whatever bed you're in. Just get relaxed. You fucking get your face broken open, man." Yeah, that was just
That's some crazy
good
shit.
times.
Brad?
Did that count as the fight? when you
No,
saw him?
no.
Or you
That-
still went looking for a fight?
No, yeah. We was telling that, we used to, gallivant around before we went to go, to whatever diner. We always used to take like a lap to see if we seen any active fights in Hoboken.
Wow.
Yeah, remember those trips? 3 o'clock in the morning, driving around Hoboken, see if we could find a fight. And this
And
is
we always
Vargas.
did.
And we always did. And this is before World Star. You know what I'm saying? So it was like,
You had to
when
see it
phones
live.
didn't- yeah,
Or
phones
you
didn't
didn't
have
see it.
cameras.
Wait, is this before Chris Coppinger?
Oh boy. All right.
Oh, Jesus.
Look, here we go. You heard that already. You mentioned. Listen,
He's the last of the barroom tough
He's
guys.
a lesson. Listen, Coppinger will be a guest on the podcast next week from the Dungeon Podcast, and I'm gonna reach out to you again.
All right.
Yeah, because I'm gonna bury that son
Yeah,
of a
we
bitch.
need you to tell us about the barroom brawler tough guy.
barroom
the legendary
brawler tough
last
guy.
one.
Yeah, were you with us
got
that?
him.
Remember when he wanted to shoot them people at McDonald's? He wasn't with us that day.
No, it probably wasn't. Was it with the guy that he walked across the street just with his hands out, just looking for a fight?
Nah, bro. Man. So next week, bro, I'm gonna text you ahead of
All
time.
right.
Tell
You
ready.
should come on the podcast to bury him with us.
Actually, if you want to come to the
Sure,
podcast, bro, I'll scoop you up, bro. This is gonna be good.
You need to just bring your shovel.
If you
All right, sure.
if you have like an hour or two to spend next Saturday, please be a come up here, and I'll come get you, and we'll come
All right.
together, bro. And we'll bury Chris.
Yeah, just text me.
I will.
I'll definitely be down.
All right, Rich. Thank you very much.
Cool. Thank you, brother.
All right, my man. Be good.
Peace out. Stay metal.
Yeah, right. Fuck yeah.
All right. Later.
Peace.
All right, that was a long-time listener, first-time answerer.
Actually,
Yeah. That's the telephone reach out once again, man.
You know what, man? Hold on, bro. I got some. I'm gonna go reach out to somebody. Hold on.
You gonna reach out to someone too?
I gotta get a piece though.
That's the second time I do that.
We're taking just a little break so Dave can get a piece. Not sure what kind of piece, but here it comes. Oh, wait. Time for another bud.
This is what happens when you're not prepared on the podcast. You gotta go get the pieces to the puzzle.
Here's the piece.
All right.
We're gonna give piece a chance here.
Oh, you're gonna do a telephone reach out on your own?
Oh,
Oh
I
yeah.
like this.
we're gonna hear JP's answering machine.
Oh no. I got something
We
right
got the
here.
rig.
I got something right here. Let's see if it works though. It never works for me. I always get the FU button. Oh man, I guess I'm getting the FU button again.
Hello?
Adrian, hi, you're live on the podcast. It's Matt,
Hey.
Dr. Douchebag,
Hey.
and Big Zeus.
Oh, what up?
We want to know,
Hey, what's up?
well, since you were part of One Missing and we actually played Fucking Band and Lost Friends that you were a part of, we want to know if you got anything you want to say about Axis, how you met him, and anything like that.
Well, I met him through you, and I mean, things to say about Axis. It's kind of hard to qualify who he was as a person because, as you all know from being good friends with him, he's kind of like lightning, man. He strikes once, and that's it. If you missed it, you missed it. He's kind of
That's a great way to
he's
put
an
it.
incredible.
That's
An
it.
incredible person, one of a kind, and what's the saying from Dr. Donzo? No, Dr. Donzo, what's it name? It may have been his lawyer, I can't remember now, but too good to live, too rare to die. That's pretty much him, man. He was a rare one.
Yeah.
What was your actually I feel like I'm doing the interviewing here. I got Big Zeus over here checking on his phone. What was your what was your feel when you actually started playing bass with One Missing? What was Big Zeus, throw some words out here, man. I'm like fucking a little buzzed.
Your first meeting.
It's a little hard.
Your first meeting.
It's a little hard to hear you.
Yeah. Your first meeting with him. I mean, when you started playing bass in the band. You go back to that? The first time you picked up a bass and you played with him?
Yeah. Well, I mean, having been friends with everybody kind of in the scene in Jersey City, it was kind of it was an honor to get to be a part of that. During the 90s, that was it. If you were part of our crew, you were likely in a band, and it was cool, and it was a great time to be a part of something like that, and to be a part of a band that, had a frontman like Axis who was pretty much off the charts. It was cool. Me, myself, I wasn't very experienced, so you guys definitely held my hand and, kind of guided me and shepherded me along the way, and I felt like a little sister to you guys.
You still rocked it though.
Yeah, you did.
Even though I'm pushing 40.
We're all pushing 40.
We're all
unless
pushing.
we're
Well,
pulling it.
Yeah, man.
I've been pushing it for a while.
I'm not pushing 40. I'm pulling 40 right now. For real.
Wait, did I say that? This is going to be broadcast somewhere, right?
Yeah.
27 forever.
Hey.
Yeah, right? Give me a break.
What kind of instrument did you rock in One Missing?
What's up?
What kind of bass were you rocking in One Missing back then?
Oh, same one I still got, because I would never get rid of it, even though you offered me some serious cash for it. It's an Ibanez Sound Gear.
It's so bad.
It's my baby, my pride and joy.
I did offer her some money. She told me, "Go, good, no." It's like being nice, like no.
Well, she didn't lend it out like we spoke to.
Right.
We spoke about earlier, right?
It's not a lost base.
Yeah, we just spoke to Matt, and Matt's been lending out his equipment for a couple of years now, and you're the only one that just said no.
Hey, I'll have you know, too, that every now and again, I mean, it's a long time between jamming, but every now and again I pick it up and I still play some One Missing.
That's crazy, dude. She still remembers the
For
stuff.
shits and giggles, you know?
Yeah, man. 18 years later, right? You're still doing it.
Yeah.
Nice. Dave was looking at me.
I'm wondering if you got any more. You got any? You gonna drop any bombs on her?
About what?
I don't know, any questions. This is the phone call part age.
Oh, anyway, all right. You're the second. Once again, I introduce myself. I'm Zeus. You're the second phone reach out that we did. I reached out to a friend of mine because I had a story about Axis. So I needed someone to collaborate my story that was there that evening. But basically, I almost, snapped his neck in Love Sexes, but I didn't. But I didn't know who he was until I met Dave, and he put up a picture oh, this was my band, One Missing. And I'm like, oh, shit. I know that guy. I was going to kill him one day in Hoboken. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So I had a friend of mine collaborate. So he's like, you know what? I'm going to get a friend of mine to collaborate, too. I'm going to do a phone reach to reach out of myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, so all right. So you have any crazy stories about Axis?
Adrian?
Sorry, you guys are cutting out a little bit. Crazy stories about Axis.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I'm not sure if I was there for any of the real epic ones, but there's definitely secondhand stories that I know
Alright.
of, like him being on Howard Stern and winning the Wigger contest. That's pretty goddamn epic.
Telling you.
And I've actually looked that up online. There are clips out there.
Yeah,
There's
on
like
YouTube.
some
Yeah, there is.
really
You
tiny-
absolutely better believe there's clips
Yeah.
of that. Yeah, absolutely.
He's
There's
hamming it
some
up.
low-res photos of him being crowned the king. What else is there? There's that time that, he was hanging out in the hood. Back in the day when, having colorful hair and piercings was a detriment and you'd get your ass kicked for it. And he was hanging out there with a bunch of kids and he just started busting Wu-Tang and got mad respect for it. I mean, those are some of the highlights. But other than that, I mean, just hanging out with him on a regular day, just going to the rocks and, smoking, drinking.
The
doing
Rocks, bro.
teenage things.
I haven't
It was
heard of
always
that.
an adventure, and it was always crazy, and it was always memorable. And, I mean, memorable in as much as you could when you were smoking.
Yeah. I grew up in Hoboken, but I know about the Rocks.
Wow.
It's about that. Yeah, dude, let me tell you something about the Rocks. No matter
If you
how...
were anybody, you knew where the rocks
Exactly,
were.
but this is the thing. I'm going to get all of you Jersey City people in that. No matter how fucking hot it was, that tunnel was ice cold. It was like an air conditioner. Remember when you walk through those
Oh,
tunnels?
you're talking about Dead Man's Tunnel, yeah.
Yeah, right. When you in that area, dude, it could be 1,000 degrees out, but you went inside that
Nice
tunnel.
valley.
It was a nice, like, cool breeze that went through there. Remember that shit in that freaking stream that used to
That's
run
how
on the.
they kept the dead bodies fresh, though.
Yeah, right.
That's why they call it Chilltown.
Chilltown, boy.
Hey, yo, thank you, Adrian, though, man, for actually letting us, call you up and representing the greatest fucking band ever in the fucking
All right.
201.
In Hudson County, would you be open to a reunion of the band?
There would never be a reunion.
There has
dude.
to be a reunion. One time,
If you could
Pearl
resurrect
Studio, bro. One time only.
if you could resurrect the dead, there'd be a reunion.
No, I mean, just to play the songs.
Dude, we'd tear the city apart, dude. We can't.
To make it happen.
Yeah, the fabric of space-time would pretty much implode on itself.
Absolutely.
There
what do
you go.
guys
That's how it would have to be.
See, Adrian was the brains of the operation.
There you
She
go.
said it right.
put it back together for one
There's a
time.
reason
Dave.
you guys chose me.
She told it right there, bro.
The anointed one, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
All right, Adrian. Thank you, Adrian, man.
Thank you.
Thank
Take
you
it
very
easy,
much,
right?
dear.
Yeah, of course. Looking forward to hearing this one.
All right. Have a great rest of your
Take it
evening.
easy.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye
All
bye.
right. Peace, guys.
All right. I got another one too right here,
So
bro.
with all that being said, bro,
I got another phone call right here. for
another
you.
phone call.
Oh, you're gonna love this
What do you
motherfucker.
want? Yeah,
This
but-
actually, this guy shares the birthday with Axis.
Oh, yeah, what day is that?
Well, I'll let him fucking say it.
All right.
This guy shares a birthday with Axis, bro.
Access Hollywood. Let's make it happen.
Dude, Axis is fucking Hollywood, and One Missing is the greatest fucking band in the
Hey, I'll tell you
201.
something. That freaking Chris Carpenter at one time.
Yo, Chris Carpenter tried out for One Missing.
Did he really?
He did it one
Dude,
time.
I'll tell you one thing
When we
about
had Mac.
I'll tell you one thing about Carpenter that he doesn't have missing is fucking teeth. That guy's got a fucking set of teeth like a horse, bro. I'm telling you.
Nah, man.
Seriously.
You should have been there when he tried out.
Son of a bitch, bro.
Matt just told him to sit down and chill.
Listen, Chris Carpenter is the only person I know that can sharpen pencils with his teeth, bro. I'm telling you.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Sons of bitch. There you go.
Oh, I got hit with the fuck you button.
5-piece chicken dinner.
What the fuck is that?
Isn't that the Beastie Boys?
Oh man, I'm trying to call. Hold on, let me call again. Let me get one more shot, motherfuckers. We got hit with the FU button. One missing don't get with the hit with the FU button, bro.
No, we hit.
Yo, this is gonna be a two-parter, dude. This fucking
Yeah, it
podcast,
should be.
man. Oh no, wrong one. Here we go.
Guy,
I dialed his car.
make sure you don't call Vargas.
Yes, do.
Where's my money?
How much you make tonight?
How much you made?
No, I'm sorry, brother.
You know what? Maybe this is his ringtone. Hold on, let me just fucking make sure. Because it's going to be kind of
old
fucking
music.
weird. If not, I'm going to leave a fucking message. Some weird shit. Yo, Lewis Cruz, bro. Yo, you just trying to, we were trying to get you on the One Missing podcast. That was 2 times. We only give you 2 times because you had the same birthday as Axis. Other people would only get 1. Yo, peace out. You're the one missing.
Peace.
All right, man.
So, I think after 2 phone reach outs and a couple of stories, I think it's time for a song.
Time for a song.
I think it's time for a song.
Right.
That's right, motherfuckers. Yo,
And due to time constraints, I think you got to bounce, right?
Soon.
how soon? How long we got? How long we got? How long we got?
Not long.
Not long.
How
all
long?
right.
Yeah. Might could be the one missing though. You know.
You could be the one
Carry it
missing.
on.
I don't know. So
Actually, you know what, man? Yeah. Can you hold on for 2 more songs?
Maybe. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, we're gonna rock this out with the fucking Cat Master.
yeah.
This is actually a fucking song that we actually had a business idea. That we were gonna get cinder blocks
Mm-hmm.
from all fucking construction sites.
Okay.
And we were gonna sell them to fucking people and say, look, these are called Cat Masters.
Okay.
You take a fucking rodent, right? You smash him with the brick, and he's done.
That's it.
It's $20.
All right.
Instead of getting
$20 a
cats.
brick.
I'll tell you something about construction sites. I got one story. I'm not going to name names because this could have killed someone. Okay.
Should have used a Cat Master.
Well, we don't need cat masters. What I'm about to say. You guys, from being from Hudson County, know the viaduct in Hoboken, right? On 14th Street. Okay.
A lot of Cat Masters over there.
Yeah. Well, at one time, that bridge years ago, they were doing a little work underneath the bridge, right? So on the top part that splits into, Jersey City, Union City, they had a porta potty up there, right, for the construction workers. So me and a group of friends, allegedly,
Threw Carpenter off it.
this is before I knew Carpenter, allegedly, we're coming down from Union City and we're looking down. And this is pre-light rail days.
Mm-hmm.
There was actually Conrail tracks. And my friend's like, dude, how far is it down, from the top of this bridge down? I'm like, you know what? It's funny you say that because in the newspaper, they were talking about, refurbishing the bridge and it was 138 feet. So my friend turns around and says, dude, what would happen to a porta potty if it's dropped 138 feet? And we're like, we said, well, there's only one way to find out. So we allegedly proceeded to grab this porta potty between like 5 or 6 people.
Fucking derelicts.
And we threw it off the viaduct down to the railroad tracks.
It said, Viva Jersey City!
Dude. And that thing, like, literally, it sounded like a bomb. It actually whistled on the way down. Yeah. Bah! Dude, the people from the bus company come running out, like, with flashlights, thinking, like, someone...
Shit.
Like, someone freaking grabbed the bus and is trying to drive and they hit something or something. Dude, so we got caught in between the bridge because they're like, we fucking see you up there, blah, 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 blah. Because actually, they seen this porta potty on the railroad track. Fuck you, blah, blah. And they call the cops, right? So the cops start going down to Hoboken. We're like, dude, we can't go down. We have to stay up here. I said, but we have to find somewhere to go before Union City or Jersey City comes up and catches us. So
And let them follow size 15s.
yeah, brother. Yeah, man. So that's what I'm getting back to the whole construction thing. They're We can find cool things to do at with things found at a construction site.
You know what, man?
Apparently.
People, go out and buy some cat masters from OneMissing.com.
Actually, you know what? I'll tell you one thing before you put the song on and going back. You know, Washburn at one time used to make bricks.
They stole the idea from us.
All right, dude.
Totally reinvented the three-hole brick.
The 3-hole brick? Actually, no, it's actually the solid brick, bro.
Well, we thought of that before the 3-hole brick. We just thought the 3-hole brick could make more air.
Yeah, right.
Can make more air. All right, so put on the song.
Look at those cat master motherfuckers. Go out there and buy the fucking brick. Support your fucking local fucking construction workers. You know what's the weird thing?
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember recording that, but hearing the ending with the minor chord, with the D minor chord, I know that was me because I'm the only one that always did the D minor fucking shit.
Yeah,
You
some
know?
of the earlier guitar in there is classic One Missing Dave type riff.
Exactly.
Stuff.
You know.
Yeah, man.
That was Catmaster, dude.
That's it.
The Catmaster.
That made us all millionaires.
The brick that kills rats.
Dude, it would have made us a lot of money, dude. You can't go wrong with a Catmaster.
No.
Bro, that's like, how can you go wrong with something that kills rats with one shot?
Well,
You know, but what it doesn't
humane.
account for is the aim you need.
Yeah, you got to aim right.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
because
Don't
if you
represent
miss, it's going to break in
Catmasters.
two, so then you're going to have two Catmasters
You know,
for
we're
the price of one.
Mouse
Mouse Masters.
This is the longest podcast I think we ever. This is 2 hours and 42 minutes. We got to roll this down. You got to roll this down for us, Zeus.
How we roll this down?
Yeah,
Actually,
it's like
wait a second.
Like we got the last show's the one missing.
Well, wait a second, man. Don't forget the one I did with you guys, with you and Mark, was like two and a half.
This is blowing it, dude.
That you freaking had to split it into two. Remember?
This one's blowing it, dude.
Is it really? Wow. Yeah, man. Because that one was actually.
I'm not gonna split this though. We're just gonna
Yeah,
fucking
leave it
roll
whole. Yeah, absolutely,
Yeah, because
man.
that's just how one missing rolls, dude.
Yeah, one missing. Like
Fucking
that,
great.
nothing. Like that, nothing's missing.
Greatest
it's
fucking band in the
continuous.
201.
201.
Longest
Yeah, man.
fucking podcast in the
Yeah, longest-
201.
It's a two-parter in one part.
You know, so 18 years after, we hear rehashing stories and talking about.
I mean. Well, basically, fucking after I'm gonna roll this one off you, Zeus.
All right, you roll.
I'm grabbing the fucking baton, bro.
You want to take it to the sunset?
I'm fucking rolling this shit like fucking Bruce
All right.
Jenner should have before he got the sex change. He ain't cut his dick off. He's still a guy.
That's not a sex change.
Oh, yeah, I know. I'm fucking with Jenner. But yeah. So
He
seriously,
never got rid of the baton, bro.
we're gonna get hated on this one, man.
Which
But
is-
that's how One Missing do. Because we're the best band in the 201. You boobs. But seriously though, after fucking we did the fucking CBGBs got banned. We did the hometown fair. We did Love Sexies, then we did the hometown fair in Bayonne. We played our last.
You almost didn't do the hometown fair in Bayonne. All right?
No, we did it, man.
Almost didn't.
Yeah, whatever, bro. Vargas owes us money, dude.
Never mind about Vargas.
You know what, man?
Vargas was the least of your worries that evening.
You're lucky I wasn't there. I was busy.
Where were you? You was busy?
I was busy loading my
Yeah,
shit back
there you
up
go.
in the car.
Didn't we make $30 that night?
I don't know what we made,
Dude,
dude.
that's
know.
that's $30
I
bucks.
remember
That's
thinking,
big.
man, we made
That's big
$7.50.
money.
We can go get a Subway and a soda.
But when we saw the other bands, what they made, dude, I got kind of mad, dude, because I was like, yo,
You brought a lot of those
I mean, I
people.
know your boy said we brought 5 people, dude. No, we brought more than that.
No, it wasn't 5 people. It was if it was 5 people, it was like 15 people.
Because I tell you this though, a lot of Manson Catcher's family was there, and that was a big
Okay.
fucking family.
But that's the thing. See, that's the thing. With Vargas.
But nobody knew.
He would hold that information. Like we keep the first 10 till it came time to like.
Yeah, he
to-
didn't tell us that
to
shit.
pay out bands.
Yeah, of course.
So when Rich said 5, yeah, you got 30. You said $30,
He didn't tell us that
right?
shit, dude.
So it was like 6 people, right? It was $5 a head. So the math was correct. 18 years later. But that's the thing with Vargas. He would always withhold that information.
Yeah.
Because you used to keep the tabs and you see dude, I got 30 people here. It's like, no, actually, you got 20. What do you mean 20? I got 30. He's like, no, listen, we keep the first.
So you know what's
10.
fucked up, man?
Sounds like a show
You know what?
promoter.
He made a killing off the bar from us that night, dude.
Yeah, we
So
brought
he-
drinkers.
Actually, no, man. I tell you when they made a killing. Love Sexies made a killing. I was present. There was a band. I don't remember their name. They came in from Philadelphia.
There's one
All
missing.
right. There was no one missing. They came in from Philadelphia, dude, and they had a busload of fans. They brought their own fans from Philly, right? So they had rented a bus, and these cats were drunk already off the bus. So what happens? They come in. They were really cool, nice people, no problem, bro.
Did they
kept
get 10 people ripped off in them too?
No, brother. There's even better than this. And so
No, Vargas ripped off 20.
no, bro. This is the
That's how we
best
end
part.
up on the curb.
This is the best part, man. They turn around and they populate the bar,
Okay.
and they're throwing it down. And what happens? Their drummer was in the alley, and he got busted by the cops taking the piss.
Oh, shit.
Right.
In Hoboken, that's
In
illegal.
Hoboken, right? So what happens? They take him to headquarters, to write
Which is
him up.
next door to fucking Love Sex.
To Love Sexies. They walked him right around the corner, and I'm like, yo, John, their drummer, I think is their drummer. The cops just took him in headquarters. He's like, oh shit, they're on next. So you
My
know,
money.
so these people proceeded. They never played because I don't know if he had like a warrant or
So
something.
when Vargas keep the money.
But they
Maybe it
kept
was a
him.
really nasty piss.
Yo,
They
they kept him in headquarters. I don't know why for so long. But these cats from Philly, I mean, dude, they were throwing it down. When I tell you, they emptied all the bottled beer at Love Section. They sold everything. And they stood there as long as possible to see if they did release the drummer, which eventually they did. But it was way too late for them to play because they had to drive back to Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I think Vargas was like, all right, like you gave him a couple of dollars.
What, 30 like you did one missing?
Yeah, $30. Man.
Fucking douchebag.
But hey, that's
He's
bu-
the real Dr. Douchebag.
hey, bro. You know, but that's business, bro. A lot of people don't listen. I worked on the other side as a musician, and I worked at part
know
of a
what?
staff. You have to pay people in order to open up and run a bar.
Yeah,
man.
it's not cheap.
But when
It's not
when
cheap.
you got the greatest fucking band in the 201 coming to your fucking
Well,
club,
you know, so that means you could do better than 15 people then.
dude, we fucking packed the joint.
You know?
I guess it's not illegal to puke on the street in Hoboken, though.
Yeah.
'Cause you see
Yeah. What do you guys think you were, the Beatles or something? Come on.
Dude,
we were the 201. The Beatles of the
We're
201.
the
Yeah,
201.
we're the Beatles of the 201.
The Beatles of Hudson County.
John Paul, George, and Manson Catcher.
You know what though, man? I don't care what everybody says. We were the fucking
Paul,
best
John,
band.
Ringo, and Manson Catcher.
Dude, we were the best band to come out of the fucking 201, dude. I don't care what anybody fucking says.
Actually, the
dude.
best band to come out of Hudson County. Jesus,
fucking
there's a lot of
one missing.
No, bro. It was Joe Pearl's band
Fucking
that opened up for Vanilla Fudge in Bayonne High School, 1969.
Or the Lazy Gents.
Something like that, right?
Yeah, the one missing taught them how to play.
We sold them cat masks.
Yeah, seriously.
You know,
Actually, didn't you guys sell Joe Pearl the bricks to Bill Pearl Studios?
Yeah,
There you
dude,
go.
seriously, bro.
We took them back and sold them to
Yeah.
somebody else when they tore it
We
down.
put holes in them.
He put them on
We
eBay.
updated them with holes.
Here, I have now. They have holes on the side too. There's 6-hole bricks. Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's something. That's an idea right
but
there.
basically, after we got fucked over by John Vargas. We rocked the Bayonne Hometown Fair.
So collectively, how many shows did this band do?
Two.
Fucking more than you can imagine.
No, for real.
Actually, okay. Basically, like, dude, we fucking what? Fucking 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5.
Well, Axis had a serious plan. Like, he was
Oh,
devoted
dude.
and organized. He had a list of shows that we
still,
were going to play.
I still got
You
the
still have the
fucking
list,
stack
yeah.
of fucking the list of what we
I
had
think
to
I still
do.
have the folder somewhere. He gave us all folders with all, like, layouts and plans and shit. Like, this, he was on it.
You know what? The folder's right there.
Oh, shit.
Of
That's it,
what-
the black folder?
Really?
Yeah.
You have it?
Of
That's
what
it.
we, of like
You really
the,
have it?
Yes, of the fucking layout, dude. I got everything, dude. One Missing is the greatest fucking band in the 201, dude.
That's right. And you know what they say? All you need is love. Sexy to play us more money.
Straight up.
Paul, John, Ringo, and Axis.
All you need is love. Sexy to play us more money.
The JC Beatles, bro.
I'm telling you, dude, man. Yo, seriously, but we played.
picture him with the mop top too,
Don't fuck with him, dude. Don't fuck with Axis.
right? Axis Hollywood, baby.
I'm telling you, bro. He was out there.
He was out there. He took a handful of sand
Yeah.
from one coast of the U.S. and brought it to the other coast.
And that's
No
what
shit,
and that
Real?
fucked up the weather.
And you know
Nice.
that's when fucking that's when El Nino hit.
Yeah.
That's when El Nino actually changed their name from El Nino to Il Nino.
Yeah, it was
right?
Axis. Axis fucking created
Axis
that.
created that, bro.
He
that
brought
with
over
the-
sand from the
the
west to the
Sandmaster.
east, and El Nino from Hell Nino became El Nino, and yo, we fucking hooked it up. 201, greatest band of all
201.
time, one missing.
Or you could just call it 2-0 because the one is missing.
Yeah, damn straight,
Best
bro.
band in the 2-0.
Yeah, seriously, bro, you never heard everybody
See,
more proud of.
listen, there's only one way you guys can say that name, One Miss. You got to do a Randy Watson style. Go ahead, Dave.
Yo, I don't even know who he is, bro, because he's one missing.
Yeah.
I know, come on, Randy Watson, bro.
Who's Randy Watson?
Sex with chocolate.
Oh, dude, in my world, bro, he's one missing. But yo, seriously though, in all honesty, we rocked the Cove twice, and
The Cove. Where was it? What is that again? You
it's in
said
Roselle Park, dude.
Yeah,
Roselle
Yo, Jane
Park.
Jane
Exit
Jubilee, bro.
137, Jane Jubilee, yeah.
My
I'm trying to
Let's
figure out the Cove.
Keep it real. Yo, we played with the fucking New Mexicans, dude.
Yeah.
We played with the New Mexicans, man. Keep it real.
That's right.
Those
Who's that?
motherfuckers.
That was a band.
They were like the new Nelson.
The New Mexicans.
The New
They were
Mexicans.
they were the new Nelson, bro, because there was two twins. Two twin
The
brothers.
two twins. So there was
Sing-
four in the
singer-
band?
Singer, one was a singer, one was the guitar player. They were like Nelson.
You know those guys.
They saw red.
They're still together,
Nelson?
Well, yeah, with haircuts.
dude. They're like mega huge in Japan. Seriously.
Dude, we would have been using Japan, bro.
Yeah.
Fucking 201, bro.
201,
One
man.
missing in the Budokan.
Right. Go figure.
Straight up, dude. Yo,
That would have been great. That introduction.
dude, you don't know. One missing would have fucking killed in Japan, dude.
There you go.
We would have fucking been running around fucking eating sushi and shit.
Even Godzilla would have came to the show.
Dude,
right?
Godzilla would have been our mascot.
Would have fought Manson Catcher.
Yeah, we would have put him on the cover.
Dude, that would be that would have been the cover for the live at Budokan. One missing, and it's fucking Manson Catcher squaring
Yo,
up with Godzilla, bro.
one
What would be
miss-
called? Check out these motherfuckers.
And it turned out these motherfuckers.
Battle of the big men.
Dude, I can picture that,
Godzilla
dude.
versus Manson Catcher.
Who's the one missing? Godzilla. I'm telling you, dude. Yo, seriously though, man. But one missing was fucking. It was really, really fucking great. And yo, if anything, bro, if we can promote anything out of this fucking band, it's fucking promoting fucking mental health. Because mental health is a fucked up thing, and it's real. And it took away our fucking singer. You know, and I mean all that fucking medication and shit, man. Changing medication actually fucked up our singer because he was changing. This is some real shit, dude. I'm not being a fucking. This is Dave talking, and I'm not being a fucking dick right now. This ain't Dr. Douchebag. You know, our singer fucking changed medications, and it didn't fucking, from what they say, it didn't fucking kick in on time, and that's why he kept hearing the fucking voices in his head, and he took his fucking life, and it's really fucked up. And we like to promote fucking. You know, like fucking mental health. Yo, it's a real fucking disease. It's not fucking bullshit. You know, if you have a friend or if you are fucking suffering from that, go out and get fucking help. You know, because I mean, life is fucking precious, and you have friends and family, dude, that love, you know, fucking love people, you know, love you being around. You know, don't
People
fucking
love you more than you'll ever know,
You
so don't doubt
absolutely.
that.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
You know,
I'll
don't
tell
take
ya.
your fucking life, dude, because it's fucking. You only get one, dude,
Yeah, you
and it's
can't take
fucking
it
very
back.
precious.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. That's serious business.
And check on your friends too, because you know
Exactly.
when you're
bro.
feeling, when your head is just your
I
worst
mean,
enemy.
I mean, you know what kills
you can't
me?
reach
You know
out
what
for
really
help.
kills me, dude? I was the last one to talk to Axis.
Really?
I talked to him a week before he fucking before he killed himself. You know, well, I don't even like saying kill him. Before he took his life, dude. I talked to him a week before that. I was really fucking drunk, and my ex girlfriend at the time was like, I was just like talking about one missing a lot, and she was like, call him. I was like, I haven't fucking talked to that motherfucker in like 3 years. You know, I mean, maybe he doesn't even have the same number. I knew the number, and I called it, and he's like, hello? And I was like, yo, what's up, motherfucker? He's like, who's this? I was like, yo, it's Dr. Douchebag. And it's like it's like we never missed a beat. We started off on the same fucking conversation that we fucking finished on when we were fucking arguing. And we were just fucking just reminiscing, talking and shit, and we were supposed to go see Star Wars Episode 3 that fucking weekend. And mind you, he passed away on March 10th, which was actually it wasn't the same.
Wasn't it May?
No, it was March 10th, same day as Biggie Smalls. Same day as Biggie Smalls, and I found it on my birthday. On my fucking, I found it on my 30th fucking, actually no, my 29th birthday. You know, I found out fucking your sister. Your sister sent me an email, Liz, and she said, I think Axis died. And I'm like, what the fuck? What, I think Axis died? I'm like, what's going on? So I didn't know his fucking family's number.
I know his sister emailed me from his email.
Yeah. So, I mean, I went and I fucking called, I called the operator. And I said, hey, is there anybody with the name, you know, fucking Lukash in the phone book? And she's like, yeah, there's one. And I was like, can you call? Because I think this is life or death. I just found out that, you know, one of my best friends just fucking passed away. Can you call and confirm? She's like, look, I'll say your name. If they say your name is legit, I'll pass you through. Said my name, passed me through, and on my 29th birthday, I found out my best fucking friend in the whole fucking world fucking jumped off a building in Times Square. You know? And I mean, I was like, dude, that crushed me.
Yeah, man. Mental health is a serious issue.
Exactly.
And you know, the worst thing about it is two things. Number one, it has like this negative stigmatism. attached to it. You know, the people. You know, the minute the people hear like, you know, he has mental issues, they go, stay away from that person.
I
In
thought
reality,
they did something.
yeah, in reality, you ought to get closer to that person, you know, and try to steer them towards health. And another problem with mental health issue is not properly addressed.
No.
You know, it's addressed with drugs and medication, and that doesn't work. You know, I think people needs to really look into like healing. You know,
It's
you know,
blamed for a lot of things,
it's
but
blamed.
there's no solution.
There isn't, you know, and they go about the wrong way. They throw medication at it, you know, because you can make money off it.
Yeah, fuck it.
You know, so you know, people's lives hang in the balance because you know, you want to sell them a pill that's $30, $40, $50, $100 a pill.
And I tell you, I'll tell you one thing though, man. This just shows how fucking Access was a really, really good fucking. I mean, you people out there might not think that it's a good thing, but I mean, when I heard it, I thought it was a fucking great thing. Was that the fucking the officer told his family that they saw footsteps pacing back and forth, and they were like, why was there footsteps pacing back and forth? Because before he jumped out the fucking building, he didn't want to take anybody else with him. He made sure there was nobody else there. Says he was like, you know, if he's gonna take his own life, you know, he's not gonna take somebody else with him. You know? I mean, dude, I tell you right now, dude, that was the fucking being with him and hanging out with him and all that shit was one of the greatest fucking time of my fucking life, dude.
I tell you what, Dave. At the end of this episode, make sure to include a number for some sort of mental health hotline or something like that.
Yeah, no,
it's a serious issue, man, that we have here, and you see it play out time and time again now with guns and people with mental health issues. It is not addressed properly. You know, we depend on the police department to deal with it, and we depend on hospitals to deal with it. No, we need mental health professionals to once again come to the forefront, like, you know, like they used to at one time, where they had facilities.
Yeah, you didn't just lock people up as though they're just a criminal.
Exactly. You know, they criminally insane. No, you had facilities at one time that specifically dealt with mental health.
No.
You know, and there've been many advances in mental health that doesn't involve medicine. You'd be surprised how much a conversation could do for someone.
A lot more than the fucking pharmaceuticals.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. And we still got people who are rich and famous just falling victim to it because we don't do anything about it.
Exactly.
You know, it's like shameful. You know, you keep it to yourself. You know, look at Robin Williams, right? Who figured that one?
Yeah.
You could go down the line, like you said, rich and famous.
Yeah.
Chris Cornell.
You know, Chris Cornell, the Anthony Bourdain. We'd be here all day.
Chester, yeah.
Chester,
You know, so it's a shame. It's definitely something to really try to.
Kurt Cobain.
And even if you don't have super complicated, you know, mental problems, like look at Dolores Jordan.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
so yeah, I think you could do us a favor by including some information, at least a phone number at the end of the
Oh, definitely there will be.
In remembrance of Axis, you know.
One of a kind.
He touched our lives, bro, and hopefully he touches your lives too with this. And
I'm just, you know, like I told Dave, I'm just sad that you know I have that one story with him, but I'm pretty. You know, he sounds like he was he sounds like he was really cool.
And I mean, you met him when he was drunk, dude.
I really did.
If you met him when he was sober, he was a totally different guy.
I really didn't meet him. It was just, you know, a crossing.
It was business.
It was business. It's like we like crossed paths, you know. But he looked at, you know, I heard.
But he made an impression.
Right, he made an impression, you know, like 18 years later. But like I said, you know, hearing all the stories from his friends, I think he was a cool cat, man. It's a shame he's not here.
No.
But I'd love to have him here.
It would have been fucking crazy.
So, yeah, right? Yeah. Can you contain him?
He would have yelled at me for fucking drinking beer, dude, because towards the end, dude, he didn't drink, he didn't smoke, he didn't do anything. He was yelling at me for smoking cigarettes, drinking beer. Like, I was like, dude, what the fuck? He's like, you gotta stop that shit, man. It's fucking bullshit, you know? I'm like, God damn, dude. You know,
so I think we'll close it out. We'll play one more song.
I'm gonna close this. We'll close this out,
bro.
bro.
Hold up. Before we close it out, I hear enough from you every week. We'll let Maddie close it out here, bro.
All right. This is from the dungeon. This has been I am Matt. This is Zeus. This is Dee Rotten / Dr. Douchebag, taking it back to One Missing Days / Dave. And thank you for listening.
All right, baby.
We're going to close this one out, bro, with the first fucking song we ever wrote as a band. This is called One Missing.
Absolutely. Rest in peace, Axis. Yeah. All right.
Now, remember, folks, you are all the one missing.
201.
Best band ever.
Hudson County.
Lost what we found with one missing. Up in the sound, astounding one's fitting. I could connect the thoughts with no conjoinment. It makes me think of soul with no appointment. You are not forgotten. You will never be. You are not forgotten. You're missing me. Oh, missing me. Oh, missing me. Oh, missing me. Oh, missing me. You love when the place is under vision. I push the level around this execution. Understand what we do so pretty. A second been ahead from 36 days. You are not forgotten. You will never be. You are not forgotten. You're missing me. Oh, missing me. Oh, missing me. Oh, missing me. Oh, missing me. It makes me think I'm so alone, appointment.